All right, folks, welcome back. Ricky's podcast, the best podcast. This time with special guest, Luke. Luke, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a good one. The longest podcast yet. And without further ado, on with the episode.
Yeah.
All right, we're on. It's go time. We're in. I've got you. You're Luke.
I am Luke.
Howdy.
Hello.
So, you had all this time to think about it. What would you like to talk about?
So I had assumed that you would come up with a topic instead of I.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if you listen to any of Justin's stuff, you should know that, it's generally better if the other person, because I go off on some weird stuff, man.
So I'm supposed to come up with something even better to talk about. Well, we're out here in the park where it's kind of cold, even though I came from Boston, and so I should be acclimated to this cold weather. Turns out I am not. And Ricky is better off in this cold weather than I am.
Yeah, there's never been two people with the most differing wardrobes ever. Just a
Me and you?
Yeah, hoodie. I still got my jeans, but I'm just in a Hawaiian shirt. Getting ready for the luau.
Yeah. I mean, the Hawaiian shirt kind of hits. I feel like I'm always in a hoodie.
Yeah.
At least pretty often when I see you. Yeah.
Yeah. You're a suspicious character. Hoodie and jeans. Can't even recite the national anthem.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Turns out, I'm pretty much a full-fledged communist.
Yeah.
Because I sure don't know the American national anthem.
Maybe it's got something to do with the Communist Manifesto and framed picture of Mao Zedong you've got
Oh, yeah,
currently
yeah.
in your possession.
Yeah. I mean, if there were ever an investigation into my home, certain things would have to be hidden away. Those among them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm working on a project right now for Christmas for a person.
Oh?
It is it's another one of my starter kits. Thinking of I'm gonna make it the art of giving gifts as an insult.
The art of giving. Okay. And do I get a glimpse into what this is?
Yeah. So basically, just a starter kit of gifts that you could give if you want to be like super passive aggressive in the art of gift giving. So like give somebody a box of breath mints.
Oh my god.
Or a stick of deodorant. Or a broom.
And it's just a collection of all of these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
We got a book on weight loss in there.
Oh, wow. Is the person that you're going to be giving this to going to be appreciative?
They better be.
They better be.
Went through all this effort.
Otherwise, there are going to be words.
There will be words.
Yeah. I have yet to do something like of that nature where I try to theme a gift or do something more elaborate than purchasing something that I feel like they would like.
Yeah. You're probably one of those gift card guys.
Actually, well, I kind of am.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're actually the worst person.
But
Although actually not the worst, because I do know a person that once gave somebody
just cash.
not just cash. No. That would be too good. Lottery tickets. Wait, not normal lottery tickets. Expired lottery tickets.
Unironically?
Yeah.
Oh boy. No, but I only give gift cards to the people who would prefer gift cards over like standard gifts.
No human being on this planet prefers gift cards over a standard human gift.
I know like two people.
Name the two people. I'll tell you why you're wrong.
A guy named Eric, and Turns out there was only one person.
Okay, Eric. What kind of gift cards you give Eric?
Amazon.
Amazon gift cards.
Yes.
So you are giving him cash, basically.
Pretty
is what
much. Yeah. It's
Okay.
actually just an exchange of currency.
Okay, so you're just kind of like, hey, listen, man, I don't know you, I don't like you, but like, here's something, you figure it out yourself. Pretty much is the whole deal going on.
That pretty much sums it up. Yeah.
And your claim is that he is into this.
I mean, as opposed to receiving something that,
Get into this mic a little bit closer.
as opposed to receiving something that he would rather not have.
Like what?
I don't know. What do people give people that people never want?
Breath mints,
Breath mints. Deodorant.
deodorant, a broom,
A broom.
a vacuum, a Nickelback CD,
Nickelback CD.
a Madia movie.
Do you know somebody who likes Nickelback?
Yeah, I do.
You do.
I went to school in Picture Rocks, as you know, and you better believe there's some Nickelback fans out there.
I'm gonna be pretty awful, but what genre is Nickelback?
Rock, man.
Rock.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I definitely, I totally know some songs by Nickelback. Yeah.
Yeah. Care to recite one?
I mean, even if I knew a song, reciting it would be just about as awful as
Well, that's what I was
national anthem.
I was like, I win either way, because either he can't recite it, or he can recite it, therefore he can recite Nickelback songs better than our own national anthem.
Yeah. No, oh boy. What's a song that I would know that's by Nickelback?
Look at this photograph.
Oh, that's
Everything.
him?
Yeah, that's Nickelback. And,
Okay.
And this is how you remind me of what I really am. You know that one?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do know songs by him. Wait, so is Nickelback?
They're a band.
They're the band.
Yeah.
Not the guy.
Not a guy.
Yeah.
Although honestly, that is one portion where you would actually receive street cred for not knowing. So good on you. For once.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For once, your ignorance pays off.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like self-reflection into the fact that I'm aware that I sure am probably wrong about this. So, leading me to ask.
Leading you to ask.
Yes.
Tis. Faux shizzle.
Faux shizzle.
As in the words of Frank McCourt.
Tis. Excellent book.
Let that sink in for you for a second. Tis. Words to live by.
Yeah. Tis.
Tis. Tis or tisn't. Tis the question.
Yes. Perhaps I should learn the national anthem.
You should learn the national anthem. I managed to do it. If I managed to do it.
Speaking as a communist or
As a real American, I mean.
as a real American?
I'm a real American. I'm a true red, white, and blue spewing Mexican American.
Was it you that could also recite the Russian anthem? No.
No. I can like kind of sing the tune to it,
Yeah.
but like so can everybody. So
Except for me. Yeah.
I know the British national anthem better than I know the Russian national anthem.
How does the British national anthem go?
I don't even know the first lines, but it's just we actually make it like a folk song or not a folk song, but like a nursery tune or something. It's the da 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 da.
Oh, no way.
Da, da. Yeah. God save the Queen. Na 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 na. You know, if you know that tune.
Isn't there an Americanized song
Yes.
that has that tune?
There is. I don't remember which one, but I know for sure it is.
Yeah. Huh. That's good to know.
Yeah. The more you know.
Yeah. I've always found that curious how, like, not quite violent some national anthems are, but how I don't know.
Use your words.
I mean, because the Chinese national anthem, isn't that about, I don't know. I just remember that there's, like, blood mentioned quite a few times in there.
Probably.
Probably.
I know
and about, like, fighting for your country,
Yeah.
which makes sense. Patriotism, or nationalism, I guess.
Yeah. I know the French national anthem's also like that, too.
Just blood.
Yeah, I guess. Well, it makes sense because, that was kind of how they, became a democratic nation.
Yeah. I said independent. That's not what.
Became independent. Well, independent from their own country.
I guess, yeah. Do you intend to live here or in the United or like stay in the United States your entire life?
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Might go to Europe. Might go to Asia. Might go to Africa. Might go to Australia.
Might go to South America.
Might go to Antarctica. I'll be like the only actual resident of Antarctica. Apparently it's only researchers down there. Nobody actually lives there.
Kind of makes sense. I mean, I feel like the cost of living there would be astronomical.
Yeah, but hey, no taxation. So,
That's true.
don't have
That's
Uncle
true.
Sam just,
If you are the sole resident of Antarctica, does that, like, place you in the highest position of power there?
Yeah. Well, who else is going to be higher?
That's true. That's true. The researchers could try to stage a coup.
It's like, hey, we research snails and we say, no, you could be the king of Antarctica and like tax the researchers.
That's true. You will give me money for studying things in this barren wasteland.
Make it like astronomical because you're the king, the Congress, the people.
Yeah. Would you use that title if you were the sole ruler of a country? King?
King.
I feel like I would try to come up with something a little more empowering or something.
I'm the only person. I am both king and country, both Congress and people.
The one and the only. The ruler and the rulee.
I am the is and the isn't.
So those other places, do you intend to just visit or potentially live at?
I don't know.
Unclear at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. Might go someplace. Europe's pretty good for jazz.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Any particular parts of Europe or just Europe in general?
Well, Europe in general. From what I can understand, they're still, still into it. But they kind of have their own kind of style because they don't swing. It's all straight eighth notes,
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's a good motivation.
Yeah. Man, this is a shite podcast, I'll tell you that. I always thought that having another person would make it easier, but for some reason,
It just makes it infinitely harder.
I don't know. I recorded one last night and it was way more smooth for some reason. And even last night I was like, man, if only I had another person.
It'd be
But
even
now I have
smoother.
one. Yeah, now I have one, and it's somehow worse. I don't know. We gotta talk about real stuff, man. None of this like ear repping stuff. We gotta
Superficial.
talk about things that actually exist in the world.
Something that matters.
I don't know. To what extent have you considered the importance of pudding in your life?
Pudding in my life?
Pudding in your life.
Pudding.
Have you ever
pudding,
stopped-
As in the food pudding.
Yeah, pudding, man. Have you ever stopped to think what pudding has done for you?
What has pudding done for me? That's the question. What has pudding done for you?
What has pudding done for me? I mean, people eat it.
That's true.
People probably like rub it on themselves, when, just set the mood right, you know what I'm saying?
Also possibly
Who
true.
knows
Yeah.
who knows how many people have been created due to pudding and in the whole congealation of people together. What kind of combination of events had to happen to put me in this spot at this time, And how much of it did pudding have to do with it?
Imagine being able to look back on like the moment that you were conceived, or at least the context of your conception, and it's just your parents just covered in pudding, just head to toe.
You better believe that is true for at least like what, 1,000 people?
Oh, 1,000.
1,000 people, at least in history.
That's some confidence in pudding.
Have you have any idea how long pudding's been around?
Centuries at
Yeah,
least.
probably a long time,
Probably more than 3 years.
Yeah, like well over 3 years, I will say. How many of those people, was their thing pudding, Pudding,
Probably a good sum, yeah.
butter, cottage cheese,
Yogurt.
yogurt. All of those things.
Imagine like that's your idea of getting it on. Just you open the fridge, you take out your Yoplait yogurt, and your wife is just ready to go. Like,
You better believe that is true for many people.
I hate to admit it, but probably.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Definitely at least like a non-zero number of people.
I am more sure that there are like thousands of people who get off on pudding. I'm more sure about that than I am that you are sitting in front of me at this moment.
That's some confidence.
Yeah. Better believe that's confidence because it's true, and you better believe it.
Wow. Are you so confident in that because you are a part of a community that very much appreciates pudding?
It's just
And
one
so
of
you're
those
speaking
things,
from
man.
experience.
You just don't even have to know. You just know.
Yes, no.
You look at people's eyes and you're like, oh yeah,
That's a pudding man.
this man definitely rubs pudding all over himself and has other people lick it off of him. 100%. 100%. Not a doubt in my mind. Looking at some of these people. Look at that guy. That guy back there. 100%. Yeah, Mr. walking down the street with his baseball cap and his beard. Yeah, I bet he likes it when it gets stuck in his beard too, so that they have to work for it.
That's a time well spent to that man.
Yeah. Makes it last longer. It's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
People want to make the good times last longer.
Imagine just like filling your beard with pudding.
He does it. 100%.
We should. Yeah.
When he gets home tonight, you better believe
That's the
pudding-
first thing he's doing.
Yeah, he's popping it out. Before he even says hello to his wife.
The shoes are still on.
The shoes are still on, man. She probably likes it that way.
Maybe.
Probably is a shoe still on. Which, I mean, makes sense. Have you looked at men's feet?
How
Like, the
not great
majority-
they are.
Yeah, they look absolutely hideous.
Yeah.
Even the ones that aren't like, infested with all kinds of vegetation and such. Even just normal feet. They're all like, aesthetically unpleasing.
Yeah.
Look at the absolute, monstrosity that these people have inflicted on their feet.
Do you think that it's different? Or yeah, it's for sure different for women.
Oh yeah,
That's why there's an entire market for them.
exactly. Well, I'm more sure that there are more people into pudding than there are people into men's feet. That's got to be true. Because, pudding, look, it smells good, it tastes good, feels good, I can only imagine. But
Not speaking from experience.
not speaking from experience, just something that, conceptually I thought of in my head, and therefore I'm letting it out right now. But, men's feet, though, don't smell good, first of all.
That's very true.
Yeah, don't taste good, I can imagine.
Again, not speaking
Not
from
speaking
experience.
from experience. Definitely, I mean, probably don't feel good, all that, dried up skin at the bottom,
Yeah.
just, rubbing against you.
Calluses and
Yeah, the blisters.
yeah. I can tell you that I've probably never taken a look at a man's feet and gone, Yup, that's the good stuff.
Yeah, neither have I.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this a survey. This is gonna be a survey that people actually want to answer. Just, which is better, pudding or men's feet?
Pudding or men's feet.
Pudding or men's feet? I'll have to call up Gallup. Maybe they can get on this action.
Yeah. It's honestly like very critical information for the people to know.
I know. And imagine being a person that answers surveys.
Imagine being a person where when they call you, you don't just hang up immediately.
Imagine being a person that when they call you, you even pick up the phone at all.
Imagine being a person with a phone. I actually know somebody in college who still does not have a cell phone.
That's some Amish stuff right there, man.
Yeah. He's Irish, but instead of using a phone, he gets by like carrying around his MacBook and using Facebook Messenger on it.
That reminds me of they had this product, like one of those infomercial products, that it was a thing to hold your phone up to your ear so that you could do hands-free while still having this massive phone. And to prove a point, they took a laptop, attached it to the device, and stuck a laptop to the side of their head. So now I just imagine your friend just walking down the street with a full-on laptop.
Attached to their ear. Yeah. But it's honestly, it can be pretty troublesome to get a hold of him, as you can imagine.
Well, it's troublesome to get a hold of you, man. I can only imagine someone who doesn't even have a phone.
It's very true.
Yeah,
It's very true.
it's amazing. You and Justin have similar but, somehow unique problems. Because he'll answer me right away, but his answer will always be no. You at least say yes, but then I've just got to hope that you answer within the fiscal year,
Yeah. It's nice that there's a car robbery going on nearby.
Hey, man, this is the for real stuff, Sonny Jim.
There we go.
You better believe we don't record this in no studio with, professional recording and, cameras.
We plant ourselves in the midst of life.
Yeah, with
and
the real
observe
people.
around us.
The real pudding-loving people.
The real man-foot-liking people.
Yeah. As few as they may be. That guy's probably into men's feet.
The guy is into men's feet. He
Yeah.
looks down at his feet and he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. This
Oh,
could,
yeah.
This could work.
Yeah.
This could work.
Yes, this'll do.
This'll do. Man, imagine getting turned on more by yourself than any kind of partner. Imagine being that level of a narcissist.
I feel like that could be. It's not the worst situation, right? Because then at least you're satisfied with being alone, as you probably would be.
I mean, yeah, but also means you're not satisfied with literally anybody else more than yourself.
That's true. So then is the real disadvantage being both into yourself, but then wanting companionship?
I guess. You know. I don't know. I'd assume that much of a narcissist, you want other people to love you and such. You know?
That's true. That's true.
Maybe it's just like, maybe it's just not a sexual thing. Just like, you know, hey, no strings attached. I'm not into you. You know, I want you to be into me, but you know, but hey, let's just get it down. You know, just, you know, you can look at me all day, and I could look at my feet, and we could both, you know, can both get there together. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And you know, look, you know, if you want to bring out the pudding, I'd be down.
Bring out the pudding.
We'll bring out the pudding. Hey man, I like pudding. You like pudding. I mean, what more is there to say?
Say less.
Say more. Lean into the mic. Oh yeah. 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 You better like that.
It's just what they come for.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you like those dirty feet, don't you? Yeah. You like to put them in your mouth and just. That moment when you switch from doing podcasting to actual porn.
What a wild ride these listeners are going to be going through.
Yeah, imagine going through the start of this and just, you know, nonsense about where you're going to live in the future. Who cares about that? No, what the people actually want to know is, what is your position on pudding and men's feet? And
that's what they sign up for.
That's what they sign up for. You know, people, they subscribe to this channel because they want the real conversations, man.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Si, senor. Oui, oui, baguette.
Dway.
Oh. Ding, 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 dong, lulla, bing, bong.
Ching, chong, ling, long.
I think that's how they say it.
In Chinese.
In Russia.
Pudding. Feet.
Put your hands together. What do you have?
Pete.
Yes, you do. And you know, every time I feel like I considered just keeping some, you know, topics on lockdown just in case, you know, just as a safety net, but I never do it.
You never do it?
I never do it.
I feel like that would be a good practice too.
Maybe, but look, man. Look, you know, I like living dangerously. You know, I just go into these things raw, no rubber, Sonny Jim. Just hope for the best.
Drive on in there.
Drive on in there. You know.
Understandable. That's what your viewers come for.
That's what they come for. You know, both. You know, and you know.
You know.
If you don't know, now you know. Think that could get me kicked off of YouTube.
TC mate.
I'm not. Well, it's not even that. Just, you know, well, probably yes that. Oh, I was so proud of myself. I felt like a real YouTuber. I got my very first copyright
strike.
I don't think it was technically a strike. It was just what do you call it? It's like not a strike.
A warning.
Not a warning. Like a
notice.
Copyright.
infringement.
What was it called? It wasn't a strike because it doesn't count towards my 3, but it was a copyright. I don't know. It's right there. I just can't say it. I don't know what it is. Copy. I don't know. Anyways, I got that because I played some R. Kelly for Justin.
Oh, and they got mad at that? And they were able to, wow.
I guess it was just I can only assume it's an automatic thing because
Yeah.
that video had like 5 views. So, if even that.
One of your 5 viewers was like,
Just-
report.
Just imagine R. Kelly chilling in prison and he like smuggles in a phone to watch YouTube videos, and for some reason one of the things he watches is just my podcast. It's like, hey, that's my music.
Get that down from there.
Get that down from there. So I just wake up one day and there's just ads everywhere on my video. And I was like, well, there's no way that this is monetized. I can just tell you both from the size of my channel and the content of the video. So, and sure enough, they were just like, all your money's going to R. Kelly, which is like, as much as I don't really care how much money he makes, I mean, I still don't want ads on my video if it's not going to me, so.
Right. So they just slapped on ads onto your video.
Yeah. Just slap those ads on.
Slap them on there. Okay.
Yeah. So that was a time. It was an audio-only podcast, and they had 3 options, I guess. There's 3 things you can do. Either you can have it skip over that part to fix it, or you can have it mute that part, which for an audio-only podcast makes 0 sense.
Yeah.
Or you can, I guess they somehow have some kind of technology to just cut out that particular audio and have the rest.
Really?
So I was like, well, yeah, for sure, let's do that. And then they just cut all the audio, or just all the audio during that portion of the podcast.
Oh, so they.
So, so it's like, I might as well just pick the second option if that.
I was just imagining like Justin listening to nothing.
Dead silence.
Dead silence
For an hour.
Go like, oh yes, that's some great music.
Jamming out, man.
Yeah.
Although that one was a little bit more brazen because we did listen to the whole song, and I guess the only way that it was, transformative was we just laughed about it and was like, look at this is a guy
Who makes music?
This is a man who makes music, and definitely has several hookers chained up in his basement.
Possibly.
Allegedly, maybe, possibly. Don't sue us, please, R. Kelly.
Do you put up your the music that you make anywhere?
Yeah, I've kind of got it strewn across the channels.
Okay.
I had like one thing a couple podcasts ago. It wasn't my own compositions, but I just played some guitar because I ran out of things to talk about. So I was just like, hey, I'll just use this to stall for time, and what do you know, got me through. So
Wow.
that's a win in my book. But I also have my like a couple others. There's like my U of A where I just put it on projects. Whatever projects for a grade that require me to make music all goes up on that YouTube channel.
Oh, so you have separate channels for these instead of just your one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, then there's also my other Gmail that just has like I think one video on it. But it is an original composition, so I've got that going for me.
Ah, gotcha. I feel like I've never heard your original composition.
Probably not that one. It's on my Instagram too though. So it's also there.
Oh.
It's on Twitter. I think it's like the second post I ever posted, where the first post was hello Twitter or something like that.
Yeah.
I think I actually just put a hello world, just all my programmer bros out there.
Ah, yes.
Just
We see you out here.
we see you. We be fully out here.
Yeah.
So yes, thus concludes that subject. Transition into next thing.
I mean, talking about like programming. I'm actually going to be checking out during the summer to go elsewhere.
Oh yeah,
Likely
where are you
for a
going?
programming job. I'll probably be living in Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh. What do they got out in Pittsburgh?
Duolingo.
Is that where they're headquartered?
Yeah,
Pittsburgh?
it is.
I actually started Duolingo yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yo, wait, what language are you trying to learn?
Learning Spanish, of course.
Ah.
Yeah, man.
Connect with the roots of your people.
Yeah, I got all my, Jose come la manzana. Boom. Got him.
Yeah, so I'll be doing the beep boops for that company. So I guess know that as you're learning your Espanol.
Yes. Mi español,
Sí.
señor. Oui, muy biblioteca. Oh.
Yeah. I definitely don't use their app,
No?
even though I'm gonna be working for them.
Yeah. Well, what are they gonna be having you do? Do you know?
I'm a software engineer intern, so they haven't told me what team I'm gonna be on, but I don't know. Likely either their website or one of their apps,
One of their apps.
or like their
How many apps do they have?
their Android or their iOS app.
Oh. Sounds like a good time, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
We got.
I might also not be in Pittsburgh because I could work remote.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, when are they having you start? Kinda.
mid-July.
Oh, mid-July. Oh yeah, summer,
Yeah, during the summer,
which is July,
and not
and therefore not January.
January. Not January. My plan was to originally, like, move out from here and be closer to campus,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Was there something got to be close to campus for?
Well, they're letting juniors back on campus, so a lot of my peers and my friends are going to be at least in Cambridge, either on campus or renting their own place. So it might be nice to be closer to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
We'll see though.
Yeah.
Cambridge is expensive to live in.
I can imagine.
So,
Cambridge. Is that like the town or something, or what's that?
yeah, it's a town or city that's outside of Boston that my school technically is in.
Lit.
Very,
That is some highly interesting information
yeah.
that I'm glad I'm now
Aware of? Yeah.
Dang it, it's the feds again.
That's actually why I wear my hoodie, so that they can't discern me.
There was I saw this like Russian video. I guess this lady walking down the street, she just has like a trash bag as a disguise.
Just
Yeah, she just has like the sirens go off, just whoosh, and all of a sudden now she's a thing of trash on the side of the road.
as in she just like becomes trash.
I become
not just covering her head with a trash bag.
I know. I became the trash.
Wow. It's kind of ingenious, actually.
Yeah.
Who's gonna question that?
It's like we clearly saw you, but hey, man, we have no object permanence. If I can't sue you, you don't exist. So, fair play to you.
Yeah. Well done.
Well done.
Ba 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 ba.
I gotta, cause you do the PC gaming.
I do.
Isn't that your primary
My primary
means of doing the videojuegos?
videojuegos. It is. I do primarily play on the PC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you trying to break into it or?
It would be nice, but I also hear it is very expensive.
Yeah. I mean, getting a good PC to be able to do it
Yeah.
for sure is not cheap, but it'd be fun. It is fun.
Yeah.
Especially since you don't have to keep buying like the newest console to play new games.
But imagine you gotta buy like graphics cards to keep up, but you buy your graphics cards, you know, it heats up, so you gotta buy a better fan, and you know, get a better fan, you know, you need to, and then you need to upgrade whatever kind of like storage or whatever, and that needs an even better fan.
Yeah. It definitely can eat away at you, but you typically want to start off smart.
And what
and
would
buy
be
things-
smart?
Like buying things that you intend to shoot with for a long time, and then incrementally upgrading like maybe your graphics card when it becomes outdated. Stuff like that. Yeah. But it is fun.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
you're like a. I feel like you're like a old school gangster guy, just giving me the minimum information. I want names.
What do
what's-
you mean
what's
you want
good?
names?
Yeah, what's good at the moment?
In terms of like PC components?
Yeah, well, just to get started, you know, I'm just a guy who has nothing.
Is this vibing? I mean, AMD's Ryzen chips, which are CPUs, are like pretty darn good for the money, and as in like a lot of people will say it's a no-brainer to buy those instead of other options. And then really you pretty much go with the other components that are like the best bang for your buck at the current time. Like you're gonna be able to find graphics card, like so long as you pick a decent graphics card, you just want to go with the one that's most on sale. And the biggest upgrade that you can possibly ever do for your computer is going to be having a solid state drive.
Solid state drive.
Yeah.
Is that like for storage and such?
Yeah. It's like the equivalent of using a USB, but just for your computer's entire storage.
Oh.
So,
Is it like external, or is it like actually you put it inside?
no, you can put it inside. So even for your laptop right now, when you were starting it up, like you had the fan going and then the hard drive spinning, and it probably took like how long to start up? Like I don't know,
Like,
a minute.
yeah,
Minute roundabout?
seems about right.
Yeah. So when I had the same laptop and threw in a solid state drive in there, I think it booted up in like 10 seconds or so, and it just makes everything so much snappier
Oh, so
and
you
nicer to use.
so you go off a laptop.
No, I had a laptop that I like upgraded just for personal use, but I game on a PC that I built.
Oh,
So, yes. You probably don't want to play on a laptop, or just because with the laptop you're pretty darn limited in terms of what you can swap out.
sure.
So, like, it's just a lot, I guess, more future-proofed if you get a PC instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any specific games that you're looking to break into, or?
I don't know, just with people who, you know, do PC stuff. There's some things that aren't on consoles. I don't know.
Huh?
I like those like get into those indie horror games. That's what I
Oh,
kinda
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
I'm into.
Yeah, I was just playing Phasmophobia pretty
Yeah.
recently.
I've never played that, and I've never seen. Apparently, everybody's doing playthroughs. I haven't seen any, but what's that about?
It's pretty much just a ghost hunting game where you're like thrown into a haunted house and you have to figure out like particulars about the ghost, like what kind of ghosts they are, and other things like that. Justin actually played it with me.
Yeah.
And boy, did he not enjoy it. Because unlike you and me, he is not into horror.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, the thing about games, I really like them, but they're like the only medium that actually scares me, though.
Really?
Yeah, because movies, I feel nothing. Books, definitely, I don't feel a thing, you know. But video games still get me. Well,
Okay.
my whole philosophy was always that, you know, because in movies and books, like, the horror isn't actually happening to you. It's happening to, you know,
Some character.
yeah, some lady or dude,
Mm.
you know. But yeah, the horror is actually happening to you in the game.
Yeah,
So-
I think I'm the same way. Like, I'm usually not too scared during the movies and all, but Phasmophobia got me a few times for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you would definitely enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to get into that too. Again, don't know what it's about really, but you know, I assume it's good if everyone else is saying it's good.
Yeah.
But step one is to get a system. You know what kind of because those things generally aren't very, you know, I would assume at least not very like intensive on your equipment.
No, not usually.
So if that's just kind of, you know, what I'm going for. I don't know.
No, you could get something that would like probably decently run that and even decently run other games as well for I don't know, around about $400, $500, which is a lot,
Yeah.
but definitely not as much as some other people spend on their systems.
That seems like some sound logic.
Yeah. There are people who spend more.
I always like that. I always like that argument of like, you know, well, you
Justifying
know,
the
yes,
cost.
I know it's terrible, but look, other people have it a lot worse. Therefore,
Aha.
you can't feel bad. So it's like, so basically, the only person who can ever feel bad is the person who's had it the worst in all of history, who's probably dead. So just nobody can feel bad, I guess.
But yeah, you could get something like that for even cheaper than that if you're picky about what you get. And then you could play Phasmophobia.
Yeah.
You could play Minesweeper.
Heck yeah. Into
Yeah.
that real retro gaming.
Maybe even Free Cell. Yeah.
Yeah. Pong.
Pong.
Get some
Yeah.
Pong going. Some
Tetris.
Tetris.
Actually, I have one of my first year roommates was pretty spotty with like, he would always find time to play Tetris
Yeah.
or like other games like that or Monopoly, but then wouldn't be able to find time to like actually do schoolwork.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, well, but I mean, given the choice, what would most people rather do, you know?
You know, slaving over an essay or getting that rush of dopamine.
Getting that, yeah. You know, gotta fit those blocks. Gotta stuff
Right
them
on in there.
Just gotta stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know folks. I know a pianist that his roommates, he's a World of Warcraft guy.
Oh,
That stuff will ruin your life.
Actually, the guy who lived right in the dorm right next to me, he had a roommate who was just nonstop playing WoW, and it was like, obviously your schoolwork starts to suffer when
Yeah.
you're just on WoW all the time, but yeah, that really sucks away time.
Although the funniest part about that too was because of course, you know, pianist and he lives together, and I don't remember what major he was, but he was one of those guys, and he was just like, hey man, what are you doing playing away, you know, doing piano? You know, you can't get any kind of job security from your piano. And the guy's just like, are you serious? You know, you're gonna talk to me about what's a waste of time?
As you're clicking away. Yeah. I never got into World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
No.
I never did. I mean, of course I never did.
Clearly.
you know, but because I'm a functional member of society, but got him. But yeah, I just hear the stories of just like thousands of hours, man.
Yeah. I mean, with World of Warcraft, like, you're not doing it right unless you spend thousands of hours on it.
And the thing is, even the people I talk to, they're still like functional people, and they, sunk in thousands of hours into it. I can only imagine the people that have just wrecked their whole, situation.
How much time it must have required in order to...
Yeah, to get that bad.
Yeah.
That's bananas. I knew this one lady that apparently she's like, I don't know, apparently they had fishing in World of Warcraft, and she was like the world champion fisher.
What an absolute flex, bro. you roll up, I'm just a world champion World of Warcraft fisher, It is how it is.
Yeah, she's Scottish. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, but man, that's the funniest thing.
Wow. Wow. How many hours would you have to pour away, fishing in a virtual game?
Apparently thousands of hours fishing.
Thousands of hours fishing.
That's what she said.
Absurd.
I think she checked her PC later, and it was something ridiculous, 5,000 hours in World
What
of
the
Warcraft.
frick? Yo.
Fishing.
Wait, so did she get an interview out of it?
What? An
Did she
interview?
get an interview out of it? Why? How did this story come to light?
I was just talking to somebody, in it was what's it called? It was one of those.
Gen Eds?
Well, it was a gen ed, but I'm trying to remember the actual class. It's from something to zombies. It's studying what is life, pretty much.
Okay.
One of those classes.
Okay.
One of those.
Trying to be contemporary with zombies and all.
I guess. Well, that was I can definitely tell that was part of the clickbait and such. But But basically, it was just the whole class was here's a thing that is debatably alive. Debate about whether or not it's alive, and we'll tell you about philosophers who said this is alive, people who said it isn't, and then you guys get to argue about it in your sets of 4 people. So must protect the mic. So that was basically I liked the class, but it was one of those classes though. Guaranteed A, if you kind of pay attention.
Of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then met this lady or this woman individual who's I don't remember how we even got to talking about it, but yeah, apparently 5,000 hours fishing in World of Warcraft.
So the person that you met was the World of Warcraft, or this person told you about?
No, I met the person.
You met the person.
You
met the World of Warcraft.
The World of Warcraft fishing champion of the world.
God. Yo, what? You pretty much met God, bro. Holy frick! Wow.
Yep, the World of Warcraft fishing champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen.
Attending the University of Arizona.
Yeah, from Scotland.
From Scotland.
Yeah.
Did they have an accent?
Yeah, they got the accent.
Dang.
Yeah, that's actually a few people from Europe. I know a violinist who's French.
Oui.
He's a bit of a dick. He's a bit of a yeah.
Yeah. Would he not appreciate if you walked up to him and said oui baguette?
Probably not. He has a vibe, man. I don't know what to tell you. He's just got
not a good vibe.
Just not a good vibe.
Dang.
Just a dingus. But yeah, we get people, from Europe.
Wow.
And various other places. I don't know where, because there's only America and Europe, but I'm sure
Those are the only two, yeah.
Probably other places out there. Who knows?
Yeah. I've realized just how many of my friends are international.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absurd. I have an Irish dude, a Hungarian dude, Singaporean, South Korean. I almost just said Korean, and I was like,
It's funny that specifying is, it both has its pros and its cons, I feel like, at the same time. Because it's like Korean, well, which Korean? Say, well, what Korean do you think?
Yeah. How many options are there? Although it's very, like, don't you think that it's possible that there are, like, high-class North Korean, I don't know, like sons and daughters of high-ranking North Korean officials in the United States? Like,
I feel
attending?
I feel like if you're a high-up official in North Korea, you'd probably actually want to stay in North Korea, man. It's probably great if you're, like, actually have a position.
Well,
and
no,
you're
not like the people themselves, but they're like sons and daughters.
Yeah, if you're like the son or daughter of, like,
You just want to chill.
I don't know, yeah, Kim Jong-un's accountant or whatever. I feel like you'd want to stay there, man,
You probably have it pretty good.
Yeah, it's probably pretty lit in North Korea.
Yeah. Like, I know the daughter of the Chinese president, like, attended Harvard under a pseudonym.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Does she also look like Winnie the Pooh?
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh, you don't actually know her?
No, I don't actually know her.
Okay.
I think she graduated before my time.
That's the thing about, once you meet one celebrity, nothing phases you anymore.
Yeah.
Once you meet the World of Warcraft fishing champion of the world, nothing else excites you.
You can see frickin' Robert Downey Jr. Yeah. Unfazed. Oh, you? Ah.
Did you spend 5,000 hours in World of Warcraft
I don't think
grinding
so.
fish? I don't think so.
I wonder, like, the mental fortitude that you have to have in order to solely focus on that for thousands of hours.
It's got to be some kind of mental illness, probably.
It's just some sort of disease, bro. Thing. Because honestly, that's, like, both impressive and frightening.
Yeah? I don't know. I mean, how many hours of just gaming you think you've done lifelong?
Lifelong? Maybe, like, if we're including, like, handheld games?
Yeah, all gaming. All video gaming.
Not 5,000, I'll tell you that.
Not 5,000?
Nah,
Okay.
I mean, like, I feel like you should know. No, you might not know how much time I pour into Apex Legends, but I think I only have like 700 hours on there.
That is a lot of hours.
And I mean,
I like how you say that like it's not a ton of hours.
I mean, it is a lot of hours. But so if I poured 7,000 hours into that game, like, maybe total 3,000, 4,000, maybe more than that.
Man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Because this is also like, I don't know how long I've done.
Pokemon, like playing Pokemon on GBA and playing like Nintendogs on DS. Like, that was my jam.
Yeah, I had the old Nintendo.
Yeah. But I poured so much time into those, like, holy cow. Maybe I'm up to 5,000 hours.
Possible. But also, I mean, yeah.
Only spread out instead of all on a single game.
Hey, man, if you know what you like,
I mean, yeah,
why would you ever play anything else?
just go for it? Yeah, I think that's about where I would be. You're probably significantly less, right?
I don't know. I mean,
Significantly fewer
probably,
hours.
Yeah. You've probably been gaming longer, and I don't know how much, like, a week you do, but, I don't know. I think I'm reasonable.
Reasonable?
Reasonable.
What's reasonable?
I don't know, like
5,000 hours on World of Warcraft?
5,000 hours a week. If that's even possible. It's not possible, actually. I broke the space-time continuum just to play World of Warcraft and become the world champion fisher.
It's only going to become worse over winter break, too.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, during the school year, and even the past few weeks, I've only been able to play like, I don't know, maybe 5 hours in a week.
In a week.
Yeah, which is nothing if you want to become the world champion fisher in world record.
Yeah.
But yeah, during breaks and all though, like I usually grind out quite a few hours, which is likely not good because boys are not constructive to my character development at all.
Yeah. Well, that's 5 hours, man. I don't know. I feel like, well, that's spread out across the week.
5 hours? Yeah.
Yeah. How much like a day you reckon?
I mean, I only play in like 2 or 3 hour sessions, so I think I only play like 2 sessions a week during school days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I don't do it as much, but like I do it all in a lump sum. So it's one day out of the week I'll just like binge.
12 hours.
Actually, maybe not even, that might not even be out of the question. Especially, I remember like last winter break when Death Stranding came out. Dude, I grinded the crap out of that game.
Really?
And like got the, well, PlayStation, the Platinum Trophy, if that means anything to you.
Is that like the highest order of completion, or?
Yeah, it's where you complete the entire game.
Jeez
so.
Louise, bro. Jeez Louise.
So yeah, just that winter break, just like I think I checked afterwards, it was like 54 hours in like a week or two.
In a week or two?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Wait, what? Wait, that's actually like more than 2 days, bro.
Yeah.
Holy frick. Okay, I don't think I've ever gotten like that bad. Holy.
But the thing is, after that, I completed it and then just stopped
Nothing.
playing for the rest of the break.
It was just like if you were to see like the number of hours spent on a video game over time, it was just like a massive spike. And
yeah, it would literally be like boom, doom, doom, boom, boom, just all the way up, all the way down.
Wow. He's a man of a full send.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
during breaks I probably spend like, I don't know, 3 to 5 a day. So that works out to a lot of time actually
Yeah.
in a video game.
3 times 7, 14, 21.
Yeah.
If you do it every day.
Yeah, if I do it every day, which I don't. I get tired of it and then I go do other things, but yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I get that. I'll just be like, you know what? I want to chill out. Read a book. I'm going to be one of those guys that reads.
I need to read during this break, dude.
Yeah?
Like there's this friend of mine who's now doing AmeriCorps, which is like a volunteer, like a very organized volunteer organization. Like was really urging me to read.
Yeah.
Last break, like during the summer,
Yeah.
I didn't read a single book. Not a single book was read. But this break, that'll change.
Okay, sure. I mean, if you want to join Justin, I've got a book club, 2-person book club.
Oh,
If you want
are you guys reading? Was it Dune or?
We finished Dune. Now we're reading A Confederacy of Dunces.
Wait, Justin actually finished Dune?
Yeah, finished Dune, the
He
whole thing.
finished Dune?
Finished Dune.
Yo. Holy frick. What did you guys think about that?
It was so bad.
Is it really?
It's not a good book, man.
No.
It's straight up not a good book.
Did he echo that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically all of our I gotta wait till the Decepticons stop landing in my microphone.
Okay.
But basically all of our book club meetings were all just
Bashing on it.
dunking on the book, man. We
Wow.
had like, you know, I would like make memes about it and like send him like 14, 15 memes per week. Just ripping on Dune.
Holy cow.
I think I've got them even in my phone. You gotta read Dune so I could just dump
like hundreds of memes. Holy cow. Oh, jeez. Did you guys read it to like try to get hype for the movie?
Well, yeah, he suggested it because I guess the movie's coming out.
Yeah.
Though apparently it was delayed till next year, which
Yeah.
is unfortunate. But but then after we finished, they're like, well, I mean, I feel like bad books got to have a bad movie, so let's just go for like the original like 1984 Dune. If you remember that one.
No.
The David Lynch.
Is it bad?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've heard it is David Lynch's worst movie.
Oh wow. Isn't Dune known as like a acclaimed book in science fiction?
Yeah, that's what's surprising. It's like that bad, and people
Yeah.
love it. I don't know what the deal is. It's bizarre. Because it's like, it's not, I mean, I feel like the only thing Dune has going for it is that the world building
building, I
is
was
so
gonna say.
extensive. And, of course, because it's like 800 pages or something ridiculous. And like the story,
built up somewhere.
the story does not deserve 800. It deserves like 200 pages maybe. You can fit it. The whole rest of the book's just building the world. So basically, if you can get into the world, maybe. But like, if the world doesn't do it for you, which I mean, a desert planet, where there's no nature, and I mean, we got that literally over there.
Yeah.
So it didn't really do anything for the both of us. So basically, it was just a trashy story about, it was your classic chosen one, has to defeat the bad
Hero's
guy.
arc.
I guess. I haven't actually read the Hero's arc, whatever Joseph
yeah.
Campbell, I think, wrote that whole deal. Haven't actually read it or looked into it too much, but probably. But, it's just not good. And the heroes, like, it's funny because we both agree that the villains are hands down not only the best well-written characters, but honestly probably the most like the characters we actually empathize with more than the actual heroes of the book.
Dang.
Because it's like these guys are just trying to make it, man, but meanwhile the hero is like, you killed my father, therefore I must kill your entire species of people.
Really? Jesus.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if
Something
the Harkonnens are
equivalent to that.
technically their own species, but like their whole country or whatever. I must murder your whole country
Just because you killed my
just
dad.
because you killed my dad.
Wow.
It wasn't even them who like, well, I don't know. I don't want to get into spoilers, but it's a shite
Because
book
I
anyways.
might actually read it.
You might actually read it.
Or should I? Should I not read it because it's awful?
It's up to you, man. Maybe it's a rite of passage if you're into science fiction, but also, read it so that we can, meme it up
Meme.
together.
Mm. Would it have been a better book if it was not 800 pages or however long it was?
It would have been an exponentially better book if it wasn't, dude. It did not deserve 800 pages, man. Not even kind of close.
Oh.
There would be a whole, like, we'd read like 50 pages at a time a week, and the whole week would just be, this is a worm. This worm travels this fast, and it senses things on the ground by like, I don't know, like shockwaves or whatever it is that they did. And when your feet hit the ground, so they can feel that. They can feel it from exactly this amount of miles away. Then they come for you. You know they're coming because the ground's, a little bit of dust comes up where you can see it. There's also these things called whatever, I forget the name because I don't care about Dune, where if you hit that part of the ground, it's extra loud. So you got to look for the patches of dirt that are not as loud and are softer. Or you got to find patches of rocks that you can get on so that the worm can't get you. And that's like 50 pages, just all stuff like that, where it's just like, I don't care. Like, if you made it like a paragraph, I'd be like, okay, I mean, I
Cool.
guess, sure.
Words.
But like 50 pages just going off on that, man, that's too much.
Wow.
Too much, and it is that bad.
Dang.
Man, dude. But I would almost read it. I would skip all the chapters and just read the villains chapters, man.
Yeah.
Because those are the actual, those are where the actual good lines come from, are all from that. And also the actual good parts of the book, I feel like, definitely.
I feel like, wasn't that similar to Ender's Game? Although I guess you wouldn't consider the aliens the bad guys in that one. Did you watch that or read it?
I haven't watched or read it, though I don't plan on doing so you can spoil it all you want.
Okay, well, I guess, like, the entire premise of the
Oh yeah, by the way, spoilers, everybody, for Ender's Game. Forgot we were doing a podcast for a hot minute.
But their entire premise is that like these people are training up children as like commanders of like their battle fleet because like they're super smart children or something like that.
Yeah.
And probably because they also lack empathy to some extent. But they train up this one kid to be like the leader of them all and command their entire like arsenal of weapons in order to defeat this alien race. And there's kind of a switcheroo where the kids thought that they were doing like a simulation of a potential battle where they were actually just annihilating an entire alien race. And afterwards they're like, Also because it was a simulation, they would just like sacrifice like their like components of their arsenal thinking that we just need to win.
Yeah.
So they were just sending like thousands of people to their deaths in order to win the war overall.
It was the World War I tactic of just sending thousands of people just so maybe you can make it.
Yeah. But at the end, like apparently you become more sympathetic towards the aliens because they can contact the kid who's super smart and leading the military, and I don't know, you're supposed to feel bad because now their entire race has been annihilated and now there's like only a few left that this kid is now trying to protect.
So do they use the aliens as like their pawns? Is that's why it's like, or do they use humans as in like that simulation, not a simulation?
No, they were using humans in order to like fight the aliens, and apparently it was also super bad because the aliens never attacked them. During like the battle sequence, they like pulled up with like all of their massive like spaceships and everything ready to like destroy the aliens, and they were like, oh, where are they? And turns out like they were just waiting, defending their home planet instead of attacking the humans, and they're like, oh, better go annihilate them anyways.
Lol.
So it's like it's even worse because the aliens weren't the aggressors.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nothing like breaking the Geneva Convention to train up your kids.
Oh yeah.
I'd pull that on my kid, just being like, hey, play this super cool game, Billy, and then you just boom, 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 boom. That was pretty fun, Dad. Yeah? Well, guess what, kid? It's not a game. You just murdered like several hundred people.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty much what it was. But I brought it up because like you start to feel sympathetic towards like the bad guys at the end. But a lot of people will probably tell you that, and I probably would also tell you that the aliens were never the bad guys. It was more the people training the kids.
Yeah.
So.
And then it was the humans all along.
Wow.
Yeah, although
you don't read the book reads you.
You don't read the book reads you. All-time classic lines in cinema.
Oh yeah.
Gonna go down the history. Yeah, although Dune is not like that though, because those sound like actually good people, the aliens. The Harkonnens are not good people.
They're not good people.
No, like.
Then why do you feel sympathetic towards them?
Because Frank Herbert wrote him to be such an
Likeable.
exaggeratedly evil person that he just comes off as like a cartoon character kind of, but like in a way that's like really funny. Because
so you sympathized with him not because he's like a good guy,
yeah,
but just because he's like a caricature of evil.
It's just like, well, because he's just such a bad guy. You just gotta have respect, man.
Okay.
He's like
you gotta respect the full send on evil.
Yeah, just like he's like the World of Warcraft fishing champion of the world. Just someone who can dedicate that much effort to being pure evil deserves respect, honestly.
Okay. I do still intend to at least watch Dune.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know if I'll read it though.
Yeah. I don't know. I both recommend and don't recommend because it's like you are gonna definitely. I mean, well, at least if you're like me, you're definitely gonna suffer for the majority, like vast majority of like you might get like 50 total pages of actual stuff you wanted to read. If you that's like generous.
Okay.
So
it's generous.
50 pages of content you would actually want to look at, as opposed to the 800 pages of
that
just
you'll have to read.
nonsense. Yeah.
Wow.
But it is pretty golden. And then once you finish it, I could just dump you all my memes.
Just a steady stream of hundreds of memes.
It's so many. I have more Dune memes, I think, than I have all other memes combined.
Really?
Yes.
Are the Dune memes all of your own creation? Or
Yeah, they're all fully original memes.
fully
Yeah.
original memes.
Fully
There are
original
more
memes.
fully original memes on Dune
Yeah.
than you do like other
All-
memes total.
Every other meme and saved on my phone. There's more Dune memes than every other type of meme.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's a lot of
That's
memes.
really impressive.
But
Oh,
that is how bad it is. Just you will find yourself memeing that hard.
wow. Holy cow. And what book are you guys reading again?
It's a Confederacy of Dunces,
Confederacy
which
of Dunces.
kind of sucks because it's an actually good book. So I haven't written any memes actually.
Oh. Kind of sucks as like in the meme generation department.
Yeah, to actually read an actually good book.
Mm.
So we've been talking about maybe just making our book club a purposefully not good book.
Books.
Yeah.
Like critically acclaimed books, but critically acclaimed books that are not good.
That's hard to find because
They typically are good.
yeah, usually they actually are good, but we're
Yeah.
just gonna go the exact opposite direction.
It's
We're gonna
actually
start-
just awful books.
yeah, like I've discovered this book called I think Out of the Ruins, I think it's called.
And it's bad.
Well, I'll just give you the basic premise. It's about a German soldier in World War II, and he does his usual German stuff, and he gets into a fight, a battle, and I think he like gets knocked out or something, and then when he wakes up, he is in a world of furries, and the whole rest of the book is furry porn.
There's no chance. Actually,
Yeah,
actually.
literally, you can look that up right now this second. It's a real book.
Wait, what's it called?
I think
again?
it's Out of the Ruins, I believe. Something from the ruins, Out of the Ruins, I think.
Out of the Ruins. Somebody felt led to write this.
Write a full book, man. Published. He found
Published,
a
dude.
publisher, Sonny Jim. You better
Holy
believe.
cow.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's not book.
Out of the Ruins book. Fantastic book.
Wait, book series? Don't tell me.
That'd be the-
Don't tell me. By Len Gilbert.
Maybe I could look this up too. Just so we can just have all the dead air while we look this stuff
Oh,
up.
it is by Len Gilbert. The
Yeah.
Furried Reich.
Yep, the Third Reich
The Third Reich
was its working title.
There's no way, bro.
It is. There is a way.
Out of the Ruins is furry fiction with Nazis in it. However, it's also good alt-universe sci-fi with interesting, relatable characters and a decent plot. Yeah,
That's
sure,
concerning.
buddy. Sure, buddy.
Interesting, relatable characters.
One of the best furry novels I've ever read.
One of the best.
Surprisingly, yeah, one of exactly. This one says, "You cannot polish a turd." I read this on a whim back when it was still proudly titled Third Reich.
Third Reich.
There's nothing you could do to salvage the core of the story. Nazi-themed erotica. Worst furry novel yet written?
This seems like this.
I feel like these people are like... The thing is, some of these commenters are like experienced
Yeah.
in like the furried like theme of writing, which I didn't even know was a genre.
You
of
better
writing.
believe it's a genre.
I should have known, but like when they're saying like The worst one ever written. One of the worst. Like
One of the worst.
how many books have these people read on this topic?
What I always love about those types of things too, because 5-star reviews, they're gonna be like, oh, this is the best thing, man, just
Yeah.
whatever. 1-star reviews, like, oh, this is a monstrosity, poorly written, can't follow anything that's going. But the real sociopaths,
Like those 2 to 4.
3-star reviews, man.
3-star.
3-star reviews. We're just like, it's all right. I mean, I've read
Not good,
better.
not bad.
I've read better furry novels, but you know,
Oh my God.
comparatively, I think it's about middle of the pack.
Oh my gosh.
I find that's true for any Goodreads like reviews.
Those are the concerning ones.
If you ever want to see some real stuff, man, look for some 3-star reviews.
How does Justin feel about potentially reading that book next?
Well, he didn't object too hard, so it could very well happen.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're thinking maybe guess who recommended that book to me too.
Somebody that I know.
I think I'm pretty sure you know them.
Who?
It's you know Garrett
Garrett.
Sulik.
Oh, Sulik?
Sulek,
Sulek?
something like that. Garrett. Oh yeah,
Is he the kind of person to recommend those books?
Well, I mean, he's not into it, but it was like definitely a meme where he was just like, "Oh, you want to? Oh yeah, War and Peace, Great Gatsby. You want to read some real stuff? Let's, Out of the Ruins, man. That'll change your life." Which, I mean,
Maybe.
not
It has the
wrong.
potential to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely a meme, but massive respect, shout out, I guess.
Yeah. Justin might read that and go, this is actually my genre of choice.
Imagine that, you're at the crossroads. You can go any direction in your life of full-on furry. Just, full-on, buy the costume, put it on, do unspeakable things in it. Or you could be
A normal functioning member of society.
functioning member of society. And that my intervention is what caused
Justin
his whole life to go in a complete. I just imagine the weavers of destiny being like, oh yes, our plans going all to plan, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere just
So, furry.
yeah, furry. Him becoming a furry just leads to World War III, the genocide of millions, and bell bottoms come back.
And bell bottoms come back.
They actually have. I've seen people in bell bottoms
Yeah.
in 2000. Well, I guess technically, I think it was a year ago, maybe. So 2019 happened. I'm pretty sure, unironically too.
Wow.
Just rolled up to a McDonald's, just being like, "Yo, I'll take a Big Mac.
This is how it is.
I'll take one of your groovy Big Macs, man."
Wow. I wonder how our parents are going to feel about bell bottoms coming back, if they do come back, when they do come back.
When they do come back.
Let's be optimistic here.
I mean, I don't know. Might be fine with it. Being
They'll
like-
pull it. They'll rock their own.
I'm sure. They'll be like, yes, finally.
About time.
About time.
I've been saving these for decades. For a moment just like this.
I just imagine all those disco cats just being, you used to be, whatever, in kind of like rollerblades and shape and stuff. You roll out in your rollerblades and you just got your bell bottoms just bursting at the seams. Your beer guts just busting out of your shirt. And you're just like, yo, man, let's get groovy,
Wow.
With your lava lamp that exploded 5 decades ago.
That'd be a sight to see.
It would be a sight to see. Faux twizzle.
Faux shizzle.
Faux shizzle. For dizzle dazzle.
You know that some people, when they say, how some people say capiche?
Yeah.
You know that some people respond with kaposh?
Yeah.
Do you respond with kaposh?
No.
No, okay.
I'm a functioning member of society.
I remember during it was in middle school, I think. I went to some like conference, and the kid, like, half of them did capiche and half of them did kaposh, and I was like, what kind of like sociopath responds with kaposh?
Kaposh. Someone who doesn't want to live much longer, I guess.
Apparently.
Just imagine, like, you run into an actual, mafia gangster for some reason. Pulls out a capiche, you hit him with the old kaposh. What do you even do? You're the most powerful man in New York. This guy just said kaposh to you. How do you even respond? I mean, you're definitely going to kill him, but like...
But how?
Yeah. I mean, crime fit the offense, man.
Kaposh.
Kaposh. Hit him. Hit him with the old kaposh. Capiche, kaposh.
Capiche, capiche.
Capiche,
Capiche.
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 Capiche. Capiche.
5 pounds of fish.
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 What was that? How did that originate? What was the source of that?
I have no idea how it originated, but it was just in high school in a video, what's that called? TV and filmmaking, I think, is what the classes. And just
concentrated there.
Yeah, but just like a couple of guys were just like, I think the premise was just like the way you say things is, like the whole. Okay, chill that microphone. It's gonna be okay. The wind didn't hurt you that bad. But they were just like, I think they're just having an argument that, that it's all about how you say it and not what you actually say. And just in response, the guy's just like, take the phrase, I said 5 pounds of fish. How you say it is way more important than what you actually say. Just like, and there's just like saying, you're on the phone, you hear someone like, I said 5 pounds of fish. Or it's like, I said 5 pounds of fish. It's like, no, I said 5 pounds of fish. It's like, no, I said, they just went off. Just, So I don't know if they got it from something, but that's just where I heard it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's true.
That is a fact of life.
Yeah.
Man.
And the universe.
And everything. 42. Man. Just derailed my train of thought there.
Yeah.
What was I thinking about? I don't know, say something.
What were we talking about beforehand?
We're talking about 5 pounds of fish.
No, before the 5 pounds of
We're
fish.
talking about capiche kaposh.
And then before that...
Talking about, I don't know, Dune or something? Maybe. I don't remember.
Something or other, yeah.
Talking about people who definitely like putting on them. Having other people lick it off. Just lathering up with pudding and just... Nice. So there's that. What else do you think people are into? What do you think's like... What do you think would be like the weirdest kink? Just like you going in... What?
The weirdest.
The weirdest. Just like... there's like a kink convention and you roll in with that and the whole floor is just immediately like, dude.
I feel like some people might have some level of attraction to birds, and so I can imagine like someone's kink as combining the pudding with a separate
bird.
kink. Yeah, with the
With
bird.
the
like
bird.
Pudding first, and then feathers on top of that.
And it's like a combination of the pudding, of like the taste and the smell, and like the texture with the bird, the bestiality, just like loving animals, but also when you put them together, the helplessness of having a bird that can't fly away because it's so dragged down by pudding. So just that domination, It's like a triple threat you've got there.
Triple threat. Yeah, I imagine some people are probably into that.
100% people are into that. More people are into that than are into men's feet.
Men's feet. I would agree.
Definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Putting on birds.
Wow. Oh, you're thinking putting on birds.
Yeah, putting the pudding on the bird.
On the bird. I
Yeah.
was thinking like the dude puts pudding on himself
Well-
and then puts feathers on him.
Well, you could probably do both.
All of the above.
Yeah, just like putting on yourself, stick feathers on, get a bird, like a pigeon or whatever.
Put pudding.
Get an ostrich. Just like.
Holy cow. Get an actual dinosaur and put pudding on.
Man, those things are actual dinosaurs, ostriches.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. We gotta do some more like weirdly specific stuff.
Like going to an ostrich farm?
Like going
or-
to an ostrich farm. What is like going to an ostrich farm?
Going to an emu farm?
I swear to God, those are the same birds. I don't care what people say.
Wait, are they? No, there's no way that they are.
I mean, apparently
What's
they're
the
not,
difference,
but
though? Emus are smaller,
That's exactly what I'm saying. What is the difference?
right? Emu versus ostrich.
Versus ostrich. What's the difference?
Ostriches will be sexually matured between 2 and 3 years old. A fully... Wait, this is... this is not correct.
I see somebody's already setting up for the kink, man.
They are... They do look different, too.
How do they look?
Like, I think that this...
Kind of. I'm assuming the emu's on my right.
Yeah.
So it's got like more feathery looking, while the other one's got more of a fuzz deal going down.
Yeah, as opposed
But
to...
I mean, Shimon. Those are basically the same birds.
Pretty much. How much? Wait, adult emus weigh between 50 and 60 kilograms, whereas ostriches weigh between 120 and 160 kilograms. So they are actually just significantly bigger.
Oh.
At least
How
like
big are
twice as big.
emus again?
At least just in terms.
Of height, I
Okay,
guess.
A fully grown emu is 1.6 meters tall, but an ostrich can be about 2.5 meters.
So it's like 4 or 5 yards, or not yards, feet.
4 or 5 yards.
5 yards high. Just
It's actually like stories tall. Jesus. So yeah, just like
shorter than I
8
am.
meters, so like
Yeah.
3 feet taller.
3 feet taller.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. I don't know. It's bizarre. 5 feet, like 4 or 5 feet. They're like, I've got like a full foot on all of them, no matter what's the situation. Well, not the ostrich. I mean the emus, of course. But yeah, I always thought emus were like way bigger. I don't know. I feel like you look at those sorts of things, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a trick of the scenery, but they look way bigger than 5 feet to me.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not that.
I mean,
particular
we
big.
saw ostriches, right? And those things are freaking massive.
Yeah.
Those are much bigger than I thought that they were.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
not much bigger, but bigger, for sure.
Well, I mean, they're about. Well, I always thought they were like giant, so they're about what I thought. But I knew for sure taller than I am, for
Yeah.
sure.
But they were pretty like significantly taller than us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those-
And mean.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. They weren't mean to me. I don't know what you did to make them angry.
The man just didn't want to get the food, bro.
Some racist birds.
Oh yes, you're fine, but you shall feel the full force of my peck.
It's like, you fool. I bet, it's like you made my pellets. You're the reason why I'm in this mess. You darn Chinaman.
So wait, so there's an ostrich farm, but there wasn't an option to get like ostrich like meat from it, right? Like, what do they raise the ostriches for?
Well, I think part of it's this farm, but I think also the eggs, I think, is what they do. They do sell the eggs, I know for sure. Like the hollowed out ones in the gift shop.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
But like, I'm sure you don't need as many ostriches as they have for those eggs, unless
don't
like ostriches lay like. How often do ostriches lay egg?
maybe they're just moving these eggs like hotcakes, man, just out the door. Tis a good question.
Ostrich egg frequency.
How long? How much time to lay an egg? Because like elephants, I know that they can only get like one in a lifetime or something. Which,
One egg?
well, elephants will
stays
like
there?
one offspring in a lifetime
Oh,
is
yeah.
what they can generally go for. And I think it takes them like years to, in utero to develop it before
I
it's
think
birthed.
So, yeah. So, it's apparently when they're having their breeding season. It's one egg every second day.
That's a lot of eggs. Well, compared to, just looking at them.
Ostrich meat.
Ostrich meat. Are they endangered, ostriches?
I don't think so.
No? That's weird.
Let's see. Least concern. Okay. Instead of being similar to poultry, ostrich is red meat, much more like beef in taste and texture.
Really?
That's wacky.
That's crazy.
Dang, it really does look like.
You got a picture of
Hold on, let me.
some ostrich meat?
I mean, there's like ostrich steaks.
Oh, that does look like beef.
That's very red.
That is very red. That is like actual red meat. Dang, son. Yeah. That is
Wow,
actual.
very red.
Very red. A deep, deep red. I
Like,
wonder if
actually
those,
zero fat. What?
I wonder if those are the. I don't know if those are specifically like farm grown ostriches, or if you can get them, if those are like wild caught ostriches or something.
Mm.
Because I mean, it does make a difference most of the time.
That's
I think.
true.
That's one thing I always wanted to try. I want to try hunting.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah.
Actually.
I don't know if you know a guy or gal, equal opportunity on this podcast always.
Of course.
I don't know if you know any folks who hunt, but I'm trying to find somebody.
Who's willing to take you
Yeah.
to go hunting?
Yeah, take like total noobs to hunt.
Mm.
I don't know, but I figure you find a redneck enough guy, he'd probably be honored actually to show folks how to hunt.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like imparting their passion on someone.
Exactly. I don't know. I haven't asked, but I'd always kind of assumed that Justin has relatives, of course, in Texas. Surely
Yeah, I'm
somebody,
pretty sure.
somebody's got to know how to hunt somewhere. And then they can tell us about how the government's ruining our country with their regulations and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I've always wanted to hunt and then like later that day have whatever we hunted.
Yeah. Yeah, I want that.
Very primal.
Very prime. I know. Well, that's part of it. I feel like just getting that primal urge to have that connection to what you eat. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. Surely it must be better. Apparently, it definitely tastes better too. Apparently,
Definitely,
you get
yeah.
it wild. But it's also a lot of meat too.
It's a lot of meat.
If you're hunting like deer and stuff,
Yeah.
I've heard. A lot of
Well, that's why they like freeze it and like save it for
yeah.
future occasions.
But even that, you gotta like make jerky and stuff because it's just so much meat, and you gotta give it to people because a lot of meat.
Yeah.
And as in the words of Justin Timberlake, I mean, what you gonna do with all that meat? You gotta give it to people is the answer.
I think I once had. Do you remember Trevor Smith?
Not like immediately. I remember Trevor Rickus. I don't know. Can you describe him?
I don't know. He was tall. He played basketball or something. I actually don't know if he was ever in a high. I feel like he was not.
Oh.
And he was just at the middle school. But he would go hunting too. And I remember I once got deer jerky from him.
Yeah.
Boy, was that's not good.
Not good?
It was good.
Oh, it was good.
Really good. Really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think, Yeah, apparently it's super red too.
Yeah.
Get the action, yeah.
I'm actually a big fan of leaner meats, wilder.
Yeah. I mean, kind of me too. I really like chicken. That's
Chicken.
super lean. Yeah, that's my whole deal. It's become a meme at this point that I'm so into chicken.
Yeah. I mean, what was smooth jazz chicken and
Yeah, jazz chicken and literature.
jazz chicken and literature?
Yeah. It's also a whole thing at the library over here.
They're just aware that you are the
Yeah.
chicken man.
Yeah, they all know. Everybody, I walk into the building, everybody knows.
Wow.
I'm the chicken man. They're like, do you know the chicken man? And they got to be like, yes, because it's that guy, because he's the chicken man. And we know him, therefore we do know the chicken man.
Wow. I think the best, my favorite meat that I've had was super, super lean, buffalo.
The leanest, you said?
Yeah, it was particularly lean.
Yeah, I don't think I've had buffalo. I have had a deer burger.
I've actually never had a deer burger
Yeah?
or venison other than the turkey. Yeah.
A turkey burger. Turkey burgers are okay.
Or other than that, jerky.
Oh,
Sorry.
jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Do recommend, that particular deer.
Do they have places here that? I'm sure.
Surely, they've got to. I got that one from a Fuddruckers, but that was in California, so I don't know. I know they closed the one that was downtown, unfortunately. They had a Fuddruckers downtown. They closed it.
Dang.
It was a sad time for everybody. But there you go. Shout out Fuddruckers. Go to it and eat there. Gain sustenance.
Yes.
The succulent sustenance. I'm gonna start using that word more.
Sustenance? Succulent?
Succulent.
I imagine that you might be able to plug it into quite a few places.
Yeah. I feel like it's also one of those trigger words that
For
just,
moist.
yeah, moist or penetrate.
Do people get triggered by penetrate?
It's just you say it and just you can
People
tell
are,
the vibe. Just people are
uncomfortable.
yeah.
Understandable.
Penetrate. I don't know. I remember specifically. I think we're talking about the Civil War. I think in I think high school, and I remember getting that vibe when I was yeah, and then whatever general we were talking about penetrated the enemy forces. And it's you could tell, you can read the room just being whoa, that is definitely not
the word. Oh.
Penetrate. Gotta use that word more too.
Just every opportunity that we have.
Yeah. I'm just gonna slide that into I'm gonna start a cooking show. Oh yeah, that's a meme. I have to start millions of channels now because I said I was.
Because you have 3. Or why do you have to start a million channels?
I don't know. It's just something that I did in I think the first episode, and then it just kind of got away from me, and now I just say it all the time. That I got to start a new fill in the blank channel, new cooking channel. Now, where I just slide, and you're gonna take the turkey, and just to make sure that it's all heated up to temperature, you're just gonna have to penetrate it right about there, and we're reading it internally about 180 degrees. That's about what you want. You're gonna need to unpenetrate that. You got a perfect.
Make sure that it remains somewhat moist.
Somewhat moist. And there you go. You got your succulent Thanksgiving meal.
That'd be pretty great, actually. I think that would be really entertaining.
I gotta gather some more trigger words. I gotta
I
brainstorm.
don't know any others. Succulent.
Succulent, moist, penetrate. Hmm.
Gonna have to crowdsource.
Yeah. Gotta start a Twitter survey or something.
What word triggers you most?
What word? What's a trigger word? That's right. It's still morning and you're yawning.
Yeah. I am always sleepy boy.
Yeah, I am too, man. I remember back in high school when I used to get 9 hours of sleep. Can you imagine?
Wow.
That was a time.
That was a time.
Yeah.
Dang.
Used to sleep.
Back when you would like always get at least 8. There was up until like junior year of high school, I think I actually got 10 hours of sleep every night.
That even borders on too much sleep, man.
10 hours?
10
Wow,
hours,
10
man.
hours was glorious.
Yeah, I imagine. That's got to be nuts.
Absolutely. And then it like petered down to 8 or so.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's still reasonable, though.
Yeah.
But I get like 6, 5.
Regularly?
Yeah. I can't
Dang.
even remember last time I got 8.
Just because you're busy or?
Yeah. Pretty
Other
much.
things? Yeah.
And everything's at night. I don't know what the deal is with like, because the way the classes for music students are is that for some who knows reason, they put all of your normal classes just like at the break of dawn for some reason. Like theory and history and like conducting are all like, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, just a block,
Right.
which, is there. And sometimes you get unlucky and theory makes you go 8 a.m., man.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. for
Yikes.
theory. Meanwhile, I've got, the ensembles where you actually play start 7 p.m., get out at 10 p.m., and you got to be up for theory at 8 a.m. the next day.
That's awful.
That
bro.
is actually awful.
Actually a crime. Holy cow. And is that every single day or is that close?
That particular one is just one day or 1 or 2 days out of the week, depending on how unlucky you get, depending on the semester. But, but they pull that, but also like jam sessions are also all in the
All
dead of
late.
night. And like, gigs, of course, all in the dead of night, everything like the jam sessions, man, they start at like 9 p.m., get out at like midnight. Sometimes they feel extra ambitious, go till like 1 in the morning.
Extra ambition.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Sometimes people just don't feel like not playing anymore, and you just got to be like, okay, I guess I'm staying for
Yes, I'm gonna suffer
another
through this.
hour. Well, it's not suffering, but it's like, we couldn't have like started maybe a couple hours earlier, maybe, give people a chance, Who's even going out listening to music just in a cafe at like midnight? You know?
So this is you playing at a cafe, right?
Yeah, well, this particular example is at a cafe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the, plug the Espresso Arts Cafe on University Boulevard. Like Saturday nights. Used to be every Saturday night, but of course, actually now we can't do it, of course, because there's a whole curfew and such.
Right.
So that's unfortunate. But they're kind of pulling us down anyways, where it's just like, because like last year it was like every Saturday night, and like sometimes like twice a week there'd be a jam, and then they got us down to like once every 2 weeks. Then this last before everything closes, once every 3 weeks.
Really?
So it was kind of going down, and then now of course
just
we just
lack
can't.
of popularity, or
I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't run it. I
Right.
I didn't ask who does run it. But I don't know. Just it be what it be.
it do.
I gotta find another jam, I guess. Eventually. I know. Did you ever know Diego Urias? I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Is that Sophia's brother?
Yes.
Okay. I know Sophia. I don't know
Okay.
her.
Well, she's got a brother who's a guitarist in town. I know he runs, or at least last I checked, ran a thing in the Hacienda del Sol.
Oh.
So,
Might hit him up.
yeah, I've got a note on when it happens, but of course nothing's happening, so
Yeah, so you gotta hold out.
you gotta hold out. I don't know. I know Brother John's a bar. They have some stuff sometimes. Might head on over there. I know they do Sundays, and those are actually during the day, so you know.
Ah, okay. So
You get
you're
some.
not gonna be suffering
Yeah.
late into the night.
The dead of night.
Dang. It's kind of absurd. Like, I think I can kind of understand it when you're, like, when there are time zones, but it's literally just Arizona and Arizona only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On what? What is this in reference to?
Like, having things late at night.
Yeah.
Like, some of the meetings for my clubs and all are, like, kind of suck for people on the East Coast, because oftentimes you have people on the West Coast planning them out.
Mm.
But, like, here, everyone is in Tucson.
Yeah.
So, you're just being dumb.
I don't know. Well, it was like that since I got here, and of course, you know, there wasn't no remote anything, you know,
Yeah.
back then. So they really had no excuse. I actually don't know why they put it that late. It really is kind of for like the ensemble classes. Doesn't make any sense. Now for like jams and stuff,
You
know,
gotta fit it in some
It
way.
kind of makes sense. It's not even that, but like just traditionally, jazz music's kind of more of a night scene. It's generally more at night, you know.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes sense. You know, but the classes makes no sense. I don't get why they do that.
No.
You know, especially since they could just like, when do classes end just generally? They ended like 5 o'clock or something.
Could have just started that.
Yeah, you could just start then 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. You know, way better. It saves you 2 hours, man. Imagine how many things I could do with 2 hours. I could invest them and become the world champion, World of Warcraft fishing champion.
And we come full circle. Oh boy.
I could do it, man. Just 2 hours is all I need. 2 hours. 2 hours a week, I guess.
I mean, you don't need to wait for that.
No,
Just gotta get on it now.
I'll get on it now.
Just non-stop World of Warcraft fishing grind.
Fishing grind. Man, I do wonder how she ever got like.
How
Imagine.
that was her niche.
Yeah, imagine the day that you discovered it. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like, imagine like the day you're like some person in the world, look at a man's feet and you're like, wait a minute,
Ooh.
I feel a little something, you know? And then just imagine the day you discovered that was your thing.
Only for fishing in World of Warcraft.
Fishing in World of Warcraft.
Like you just cast that line and you were like, oh my gosh.
It's like
This is it.
a religious ecstasy of just, this is it. This is what it's all about.
Wow.
That was a Confederacy of Dunces reference you didn't get because
Because I'm not ready.
you're not
reading.
Justin.
No.
I'm pretty sure that, I don't know, I feel like the lines that I think are memes in these books are lines that only I think are memes.
No.
Nobody else even cares. Everybody else just read right past that line and just didn't think about it.
What? How far into the book are you guys?
We're like chapter 4 or 5,
Out of
like,
a lot.
well, like 20 or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe about 20. It's like 400 pages. Oh, I don't know why I started that. I don't even know how many pages we are. Maybe we're like, I don't know, 50, 75 pages in.
So I could potentially catch up if I wanted to join you guys.
Yeah, you could totally catch up, man. Because we've definitely slowed down for classes, especially
And
since we
finals.
started the book, at the end of the semester. So we had finals. Finals, of course, finals week next week. So we've got finals going down.
Alright, your finals start next week.
Yeah. Oh, what does Harvard have going down?
I'm already done,
You're already done?
but finals are technically started on Thursday, like the previous Thursday, and they're still running until like the 20th or something. But
Dang.
I just lucked out, and I had all of my finals and projects and everything due right at the start of it.
Oh. Yeah. Ours is just over a week, but I have mine just one a day for some. I don't know.
Just one a day for the entire week,
Well, until Thursday.
and then you're done.
Yeah, but it started Friday, yesterday. I
Oh.
had my biotechnology final. Yeah, that's right. Your boy's a real scientist. So yeah, took the biotechnology final, and yeah, Monday's gonna be jazz improv, and then Tuesday's gonna be conducting, and then ear training, and then theory is the last
That's
one.
a lot of music.
It's all music.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does a jazz improv final go? Do you just improv jazz?
Well, yes. Short answer, but there's also more because well, basically there's because we've he gave us I think was it 4 tunes, so we got 4 tunes we're gonna work up and solo on those, play the melody solo on them, and then we got some transcriptions we gotta do. I don't know if you know what a transcription is.
Yeah, going from one to another.
Kind of. Well, in music, a transcription is taking another
Learning
person's
something.
solo and just learning it,
Oh,
pretty much.
okay.
Kind of learning a solo, learning just any, a thing exactly how they play it.
Is transposing where you go from?
Yeah, transposing is where you like a trumpet's.
Part to like a trombone or something like that.
Yeah, well, a trumpet's in B flat, so a C for a trumpet, a C for a trumpet's actually a B flat concert. So that's transposition. But transcribing is that learn a solo, or just in general, this means learning a piece of music.
So you learn it beforehand and then you go and play it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had one that was given to us, and then one that we learn on our own. So yeah, and they're both blueses, so,
And I assume that you're already
Yeah, I already know them both, yeah.
nice.
So I got those. There's piano. That's the one thing I haven't practiced as much. We got piano chord voicings, jazz chord voicings, and they're all 2-5-1s, which, I mean...
That makes sense to me, yeah. Totally.
yeah. Well, basically, it's just, I don't know, 2-5-1 it's the basic jazz progression. You see it everywhere. But, I don't know, it's kind of like, I need an instrument, but, I don't know, just, because I know ways to explain it, but you wouldn't understand those either. Well, like predominant, dominant, tonic.
Yeah,
Does
no.
that mean a thing to you?
No.
Yeah, see? Like, it's, I don't know. It's the minor 2, I don't know if I can maybe sing a chord. not quite as hardcore as you're thinking. I don't know. If only I had a thing that could play a thing. But it's basically, I don't know, it's just a basic chord progression. I could
Okay.
So you just got to play that on piano, and there's a couple of different voicings. They're just the standard, just, you got your root in your 5th in your left hand, and you got like the kind of more upper structures. You got your 3rd, your 7th, your 9th, and your 11th, maybe out of 13th if you're feeling extra spicy.
Oh, yeah.
And and it's that go from the 2 to the 5 down to the 1, and then we also throw in a 6, which is also just more of a turnaround back into the 2 to make it make more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You just have to like learn that progression.
yeah, and you gotta learn it both in the standard and then drop 2, which it's its own thing. So we gotta learn those in all 12 keys, and that is one thing. So he'll just call like 3 keys, tell you standard or drop 2.
And you just do.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. And bada bing, bada boom. That's that. And there's also an etude. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's jazz. We don't play etudes. We just play, man.
Play music.
Play music, man. So we got an etude to learn, which I haven't started, but it looks easy, so I'll just do it. I can memorize things pretty quickly on guitar, so, you know, not to flex, but, you know, just I can memorize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just comes so naturally, you know.
I was always good at memorizing. You know that when we did Les Mis, I literally memorized the entire guitar part for Les Mis, all like 2-3 hours of Les Mis memorized up here that I played off of.
Meanwhile, I was falling asleep. No,
Well, that was Fiddler on the Roof that you fell asleep in, but yeah, but that was more of a crutch because I couldn't read music to save my life.
Also, you're just like,
So I just memorized it all, so you'd never have to read.
wow, that's pretty big brain.
You know, modern problems require modern solutions.
Oh, yeah.
So
No,
yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Simpler times for sure.
Oh,
But
yeah.
also just enjoyable times.
Enjoyable times. Yeah, a lot less pressure
Yeah,
for sure.
very true.
Yeah. Fiddler on the Roof, man. You know that I hate that musical.
Do you?
Yeah.
I actually kind of like it.
Can't stand it, man.
Just the songs or what?
The music, of course, is subpar at best, and the story, nothing happens. Think about it. Nothing happens the whole story.
Just get married.
People
and-
do some shenanigans, and then the Russians kicking them out at the end.
Yeah,
Spoilers for
married
The
to-
Fiddler on the Roof, by the way, but you know. But yeah, nothing happens the whole musical, and it took them 2 hours to tell you nothing happens.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
sounds about right.
yeah. That's it. Nothing happened. Meanwhile, they're just playing
Dancing
some
around.
yeah, dancing around, playing some music that I don't care about either. I'm sure that's the one part where I can be like, okay, well maybe somebody likes
Maybe you
it.
diverge. Yeah, I think
Maybe-
a lot of people like the music.
Yeah, but if you're into the story, man, I gotta
There's not much substance there.
gotta wonder, man.
It could probably summarize it up in like a paragraph.
I just summarized it just now. Nothing happens, and then the Russians kick them out at the end.
Period.
Single sentence, yeah. That's all you need. That's all that happens.
Les Mis, on the other hand.
Yeah, stuff happens.
Yeah. And good music.
Although I do wish more. You know the one thing that always trips me up about Les Mis, and I think the book even has the problem too, is how the book's like well over 1,000 pages,
Mm.
and in nowhere in that 1,000 pages do they ever even touch on maybe how a man goes from being a fugitive and a wanted criminal to the mayor of a major city. They're just like
Yeah, they're just-
6 years later, and yeah, he's also the mayor, so we're just gonna roll like nothing happened. It's like that was like, that's actually, you could just, I always thought, just cut out the whole Cosette, Marius, love whatever, just cut all of that out and just maybe explain a little bit about how he came.
In like the 1,000 pages.
Yeah,
you have
in your
to work
1,000 pages, maybe touch on the fact of how maybe, that came to happen, maybe,
with. Just perhaps.
perhaps, possibly.
Did you read all of Les Mis?
I read enough to know that they don't explain a thing. That's about as far as I got in Les Mis.
Wow.
Because that was my big thing with the musical, was like they're not gonna like touch on it maybe, because it was literally like, and 6 years later, and
Yeah, he is mayor.
and now he's the mayor of a major city, and just like
Nobody's ever batted an eye.
nobody questioned anything along the way.
Mm.
That's where that's actually where you put in like your artistic changes or whatever, when you're writing the musical.
Oh yeah.
They could have maybe touched on it, but no.
Nah.
6 years later, and
They looked at it and were like, yeah, this is fine.
yeah, this is fine. This is perfectly acceptable narrative. But yeah, that always tripped me up, and I could never get past it. Just how? Thousands of pages. You had well over 1,000 pages.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's how long the book is. They don't even kind of, oh yeah, remember that time when you I don't know, bribed a ton of these guards, and then we went over to the whatever, and then we burned your paperwork that said, nope, none of that.
No, mayor.
Just he's the mayor. Happens all the time, don't worry about it.
What's your thoughts on Hamilton then?
I like it. There are parts I do think that I like. I don't know. I do wince at some parts. I feel like sometimes.
Cringy a bit.
Yeah, I do. There are some cringe moments, but there's plenty. I think there's enough good moments to justify it, though. I don't know. And same both story and music-wise. I have some cringe moments, but I've got plenty of good moments in there that I think are great.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think about Hamilton?
I like it a lot. It
Yeah?
was like played to death in my household though, so
Well,
there's that.
I don't think anybody in my house even has heard of it, so that's where my
Don't have
family's
that
at.
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it is like I do really like it. So
yeah. Have you seen apparently they put out a
the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah, we did the trial for, or no, you couldn't do the trial because they put it out and they're like, yes, so many people are gonna want to just use the Disney Plus trial
Yeah.
and then like never touch Disney Plus again. So like just then they got rid of the trial, so like you have to pay for Disney Plus in order to watch it.
That's a
is
smart. That's a scumbag move right there.
It is a scumbag move, but it makes total sense.
Kind of. I wonder how many people hate them now. Well, how many more people hate Disney?
Yeah.
More than they already did.
So yeah, we paid for it then. Watched Hamilton. I also watched The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Although I haven't seen the new season. But yeah, I like the video is really good.
Yeah. Seems like it'd be good. I'm gonna wait till they rip it off and then put it on YouTube.
Isn't that already? Oh, YouTube. Okay.
YouTube, yeah.
On other sources, I'm sure it's already there.
Probably, yeah. You ever heard of the just a random, not totally random. You ever heard of the musical Heathers?
No.
There's this musical Heathers, and it's like a rock musical, and it's really good. Do recommend it. But I guess it just reminded me. There's this. They did like an illegal, just a high school did just an illegal version of Heathers. Didn't pay like royalties or anything. So they in order to, I guess, to avoid getting sued, they changed some parts of it, and also the acting is god awful.
Oh boy. And, and there's a video of it?
Yep, and it's all on YouTube, Sonny Jim. Better believe it.
Jeez Louise.
It just reminded me of that, just because it's
Hamilton on YouTube.
you're looking for some memes, man. I'm just waiting for the Hamilton ripoff.
Only instead of Hamilton, they call it
Shamilton. Shamilton the musical.
That'd be a pretty good spin-off name.
Shamilton.
Yeah, because it's a sham.
Shamilton. Oh, I got him.
Yeah.
You're a sham.
What about Newsies?
Newsies? Asking if I like it or seen it or
All of the above?
all of the above. I have, of course, I've seen it.
Yeah, we saw it together.
Yeah, we saw it together,
Yeah.
live, in person,
In
going in raw, no rubber,
LA.
in
Yes.
LA. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. I wouldn't just sit down and watch it. I feel like it's one thing I can watch
Once.
Yeah, I got to watch it twice because the high school did a version of Newsies, if you didn't know.
Oh, yes.
Last year, I think.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
I was
maybe?
not here for it.
No? Yeah, but they did, so I got to see it.
Was theirs good?
It was good, man. It was good. Good because I actually knew the people in it, so,
Oh.
Good stuff. I liked it. Yeah, but it's not one of my favorites, though, I will say, unfortunately. It's aight, though. It's good. It's aight. Better than Fiddler on the Roof, man. I'll tell you that for sure.
I actually did like Fiddler.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you like about it?
Like the music, not the story, obviously.
Yeah, of course not the story.
Yeah, but the music and the energy.
The energy.
Yeah. The vibe.
The vibe. I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Can't relate, but okay. Yeah, man. I'm gonna rip on Fiddler on the Roof till the day I die.
Yeah.
It's also
We'll throw that on your headstone.
my headstone.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof sucks.
Sucks. Period.
The funny thing too is that other types of things that people think would be traditionally bad music or whatever. I'm
You like?
I don't like, but I can respect people who like it. Fiddler on the Roof, though, man, if you like Fiddler on the Roof, like actually and unironically, and like really like it, like especially if it's one of your favorite musicals of all time, that is like, I judge you more than like if you listen to Nickelback, Britney Spears, anything like that. I have more respect for people who unironically like Corey Feldman, his music, more than Fiddler on the Roof.
Wow, very strongly.
Very strong, yeah.
I would definitely wouldn't put it on like the top, but I wonder if people would unironically put. No, there has to be.
You better believe.
Yeah.
There's more people that have Fiddler on the Roof as their favorite musical. You better believe. More than people who are into Men's Feet, and probably even people who are into pudding. Maybe combined.
I should have known. I should have known it was coming.
Yeah, Fiddler on the Roof, man. I'll always say, terrible musical. The best part is when people are like, "Oh, you just didn't get it, man," because like the fiddler's supposed to represent you. No, I got it. I got it. It still sucks. Plus, what's the fiddler like? You know, like 2% of the whole musical.
Yeah, he has like 3 appearances.
Yeah.
Some bull crap like that.
It's like it was like literally the beginning, the middle, and the end.
Yeah.
Just he had like a moment.
Justin's gone back to the fiddler beard.
Yeah, I saw it, man. Like I think last week.
Yeah.
I saw it. I had a beard too, actually. I had like
Did I ever get to see it?
I don't think you ever did get to see it.
So.
Yeah, if you checked in like last week, if only, man. But yeah, I think mine was even bigger than his, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
It was big. It was the type of thing that I could take around like hereish, fold it up, and like stick the beard in my mouth and just.
Oh my gosh. That long, jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I too participated in No Shave November.
Oh, I didn't participate in No Shave November. It was just I just didn't feel like shaving
Just
for a bit.
consequence
For a hot minute, just didn't feel like shaving.
Yeah.
Because I started growing it like mid-November, and then shaved it off like.
And it was thicker than Justin's.
Yeah.
For doing it all of November.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know he was doing it all November.
I
But
think he did all of No Shave.
Yeah. Well, my beard grows fairly quickly, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if this has got like a little bit. This is like 3 days, I think.
3 days?
3 days.
This is like a month and a half.
Good God. You're a true. You're a true child. I know a library page, man. He's got that. Tried to grow like a beard for No Shave November, and he got like the tiniest mustache you've ever seen.
It's like a pencil.
Not even a pencil mustache, just like it was basically like yours here. Just like you can like kind of maybe see like a little bit of something. And he was just going all month long.
Was he proud of what he was able to get to?
Of course not. Imagine being proud of that kind of mustache. When there's people with real beards around and you're like...
Poor guy.
Poor guy. I don't know. He doesn't have to shave every day, though, so I guess he's got that on.
I mean, I'm in the same boat. Like, some of you all have to deal with like afternoon. What's it called? When the shadow. Afternoon
it's like
shadow?
5 o'clock, 3 o'clock,
shadow?
whatever. But that's like the morning, you know.
Like in the morning, you already have it.
Well, that's what they mean by like 5 o'clock shadow. Because when you wake up at like 5 o'clock, you've already got something, you know. Well, it's a shadow. It's like a darkness, you know.
Yeah.
Got a little like, you know, like a more of a fuzz. Not really like a beard, but like, you know. You got a little bit of something just, you know,
something just
growing out of your face.
Yeah. See, y'all have to deal with that, but I got like maybe a 1 month shadow.
Yeah. Well, mine's not even that bad. It's not like, you know, wake up 5 o'clock and it's like dark.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't even 3 days. It's not even like, you know, dark. It's just kind of a little bit of something.
A little bit of something.
A little bit of something, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I mean. But yeah, nah. Shaved it off like 3 days ago.
Well. Wow.
Yeah. Supremely interesting. I can hear that through my mic. Are they loud? Are they as loud?
Yeah, they're a bit loud.
Those are some kids that will grow up to be pudding people. I can already see it.
I can see in their little child eyes.
Little child eyes. In their little
The desire for pudding.
probably 4-year-old child's eyes, that this kid, when he grows up, will be a pudding guy and gal. The both of them.
Wow.
In all contexts.
The both of them. Does that mean that it runs in the family?
Maybe. Probably. How do you think they were made?
True.
Yeah. Think about that. Why are there so many bikes? Those kids are on bikes. The guy was on bikes. Look at these 3, 4 bikes.
Wow.
This is just bike day.
Wow.
That's a lot of bikes. People are into bikes. You better believe it. Sexually, you know.
Are you going to say that more people are into bikes than are into men's feet?
Well, I mean, maybe. But it is true, though. You better believe. Especially since, like, it's, like, even made a little bit like a sex machine. Where it's just, like, you sit down on it, and it's got the thing. Sticks up, just take off the seat. Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Oh boy.
When you get one of those images in your head that you know that is just, you just know it's just with you now for the rest of your life.
Actually just cursed. Actually just cursed.
One of those things, man, just will always be with you, like herpes or something.
I used to do like the.
What are you doing? Get on this mic, man. What? You've just been progressively getting more and more leaned back. You're just like, yeah, no, I think it's.
I used to do like the Reddit 50/50 challenges
Oh yeah.
until I realized that I don't need like this many cursed images in my life to be satisfied with my life.
Yeah.
I should stop.
Yeah, I like those. I like to sort it by most controversial. Just.
Some of the titles can get pretty creative.
Yeah.
They're like,
The examples will get you, man. You say something just like with zero to back it up.
I mean, I don't know. It's like they'll use titles where both the good and the bad could work for both the good and the bad, right?
Yeah.
I won't be able to give any examples. It's like if somebody asks you what your favorite movie is, like,
What is your favorite movie?
bruh. I don't know. Something like
Well, maybe not one, but what are like top 5? Let's
top
go.
5.
Top 5.
So-
Not in order, just no particular
No
order,
particular
just
order.
the 5 best.
All right. Interstellar is up there.
Okay.
Arrival is up there.
Which one's Arrival?
It's the alien one with the circular language.
Oh, is that the music one?
No.
Oh.
It's like they're like squid people,
Oh.
but it's really good.
Okay.
I think it has like, I don't know her name. Is it Amy Adams?
That is a person.
That is an actress. Yeah.
Better believe it.
It also has the dude that's Hawkeye. Jeremy Renner?
Yeah, I think that's it, yeah.
Okay. Whatever. Unimportant.
Arrival, Interstellar. 2 science fiction, I noticed.
2 science fiction.
Both like kind of on the space alien type of science fiction.
Yes.
Got 3 more slots, buddy boy.
That's a lot. That's a lot of slots to fill. I'll give you my top 3.
Okay, top 3. Are those 2 part of the top 3?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Interstellar Arrival, you have 1 slot.
Give me my top 2.
Okay, so it's between those 2 is what you're saying. Those are the 2.
No, I'm trying to think of something that I really enjoyed. Like I did like. Oh, maybe Coco is up there.
Coco. That's the animated one?
Yeah.
I think I like remembered when it came out, but I never actually.
You never saw it?
Never saw it. No.
You should actually see that one.
I
That
actually
one's
should
really
see
good.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
you
it's
should
on-
also see Arrival, but
Well, yeah, I will also remember that. That's the good thing about having this recorded is that I'll always, be able
Have
to
a reminder.
reference.
yeah, those are pretty good. I mean, like I've seen like other good movies recently too, like I don't know, Marriage Story or
Oh, that was good. I saw that one.
yeah. Yeah, I really like both of those actors.
What, Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, they're good.
solid.
Yeah, although I haven't seen a lot of either of them in like stuff. I don't know, I haven't seen a whole lot of their movies.
I mean, I don't think Adam Driver has a lot yet.
Yeah.
But I've seen, like obviously, like the Avengers stuff that she's in.
Yeah.
But I've also seen her.
Oh, the movie Her?
Yeah, the movie Her.
I saw that too. Okay. Oh, isn't
She's the voice.
Yeah, the voice.
Yeah.
Of the AI.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
Um,
Oh, I saw that one where she was like an alien.
was it Under the Skin? Or
Yes,
Below
that's
the
the
Skin?
one.
Under the Skin.
Under the Skin.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Although, I think I like the other ones more than that.
I think so too. Well, Her I think was probably the best out of all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, also controversial opinion. I don't like Marvel. Not
I
into
mean,
it.
that's I think that's totally fair. I can sympathize with people. I think that oftentimes there's a lack of like creative storytelling, or like I don't know. I don't think it's very innovative, but I think it's an enjoyable time to be had.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, that's where I'm at, man. Because I'm fine with enjoyable. I don't need everything to be,
Deep and psychological.
yeah, well, Goodfellas or
Intellectually,
some kind of
yeah.
like masterpiece of a movie. But I think
I haven't seen Goodfellas.
you should. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I'm aware.
It is a good movie. I'm a bit desensitized for people who haven't seen good movies because I know many people who've never seen great movies.
Yeah.
Seen The Godfather?
Yeah.
Okay, so you at least got one.
I've seen like Shawshank. I've seen.
Also a good one.
I don't know what other ones are up there.
Citizen Kane. You seen that one?
I don't know. That's also on my list. I've seen 12 Angry Men.
Oh, that's the juror
Yeah.
thing.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Seen Casablanca.
I have it.
Oh, yeah, those are the old school. Like Citizen Kane and Casablanca. More the old school.
Yeah, I know.
Sunset Boulevard. No.
No.
Apocalypse Now. Seen
Oh
that?
yes.
Oh, you have seen it.
Yeah, I have
Nice.
seen that. I saw that one after reading
Heart of Darkness.
Heart of Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Classic movies. Trying to think of. I know some international movies, but like if you haven't seen even the good English language movies, there's
Well,
no
like,
way.
What's an international movie?
Like the what's it called? 100 Blows, I think. 100 or 300 Blows.
I haven't seen that.
Or the
I saw City of God.
Oh, I've seen that one too. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Or The Seventh Seal.
Seventh Seal.
The
No.
Seventh Seal, also
I've
international.
seen 7. But,
I've seen 7. That's also a good one.
yeah.
See, you got some culture.
Yeah. Just a bit. Just
yeah,
a bit.
just a bit. Pretty sure more than Justin, so you're at least better than that.
I mean, Justin's is like largely limited to to Disney and
Yeah.
things of that nature. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like nobody's into the lunatic stuff I'm into, man.
No, I mean nobody's into, like, at least younger people aren't into classics because
They're not old.
there's well, there's just an immediate like unappeal to.
Well, it's
black
hard to
and
get
white
into,
for one
man.
thing. It is hard
Yeah.
to get into because like you can't just turn it on and it's immediately enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's like you have to think about it.
Yeah, not everybody likes to think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
But also foreign language stuff, too. Because as you can imagine, of course, it's not just the English language people that made good movies.
I mean, I saw Parasite, but everyone saw Parasite.
Yeah, everybody saw Parasite. That one. I feel like I got disappointed by that movie more because people overhyped it, man.
People overhyped it.
Definitely.
It is a good movie. but
It is good.
It is overhyped.
But also, plus, I would like they always said, oh, it's like Audition because it starts off normal, but then becomes like a super horror masterpiece. I was like, oh, definitely into
Horror
that.
masterpiece?
Horror. I kept hearing people calling it a horror movie, and then I saw it's like this is straight up not even kind of close to a horror movie.
Yeah, y'all are looking for horror. Look up Ari Aster.
Yeah. Well, he's like just straight ahead horror, but they said it was gonna be like because Audition is a movie that starts off totally not horror, but then it definitely goes into it. So I was just waiting for like getting ready for like the switch to flip at some point, and then the credits rolled, and it was like what?
Yeah, it's
Kind of-
it's definitely not horror.
Yeah.
It's like, what would you say?
You could
Could you
maybe
call
get
it,
away.
like, thriller,
Yeah,
or-
you could like maybe get away with thriller, but even that like, I don't know. Oh, by the way, spoilers, I guess. Anybody
Yeah.
who cares? Yeah, we're doing a podcast, by the way. Spoilers for Parasite, but like what's like the thriller thing is like I don't know the dude living in the basement, and
Yeah.
like that one scene at the end where it's just an absolute massacre.
And actually, like that part does kind of irk me because it's like just straight mayhem all
Yeah.
of a sudden. But I suppose it's like supposed to be symbolic.
I guess. Yeah, everybody goes on about the symbolic stuff, but I mean, I was like, yeah, but I'm not sure that's the best part about it, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, it was.
I don't
good.
know. But I also like that scene more because I was waiting for the horror to kick in. It's like,
Like,
okay,
once
maybe
they start stabbing, you're like, ah,
Yeah,
yes,
it's like,
this
ah.
is what I came for.
this is actually what I came for.
Yeah.
Man. Well, oh yeah, you ever see any Akira Kurosawa movies? Sounds like a no, I guess. All right.
Well, give me an example.
Like Seven Samurai.
Oh,
and-
no.
No. Okay. No particular either, but.
It's not like it's a really good film,
Yeah, they are real. I saw, I think Rashomon, which he did, and it was like I think it came out in like the 50s, and it's like actually a really good movie by today's standards, I believe.
What's it called?
Rashomon.
I can spell.
It's spelled in like a normal spelling. Oh, while you're looking that up, I'm gonna plug this bad boy in.
Is it about to die?
Yeah, and my battery is not the best battery, so. But it is better than it used to be. So, yeah, Luke's gonna talk to you guys for a second.
Oh boy. Well, I'm currently looking into Rashomon, which is a 1950 drama and crime film. But interestingly, people say that it's perhaps the finest film ever to investigate the philosophy of justice. Would you agree with that?
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it's like, because kind of the whole point of the movie is, it's all about like a crime takes place, and you've got like, these people who witnessed the crime, but they've all got like wildly differing accounts to what actually happened.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's kind of the movie, I don't know what the deal is with this thing. It's not getting any power. I don't know if we're going to need to move again, but... Yeah, we got a weak sauce outlet.
Do any of these outlets work?
I
Is
don't
the
know
real
why
question.
they'd put them here if they didn't. There's that one. There's like that one over there. And there must surely be other ones. I don't know. I could try going from place to place and we can like reconvene like shortly.
Sure.
So yeah, I'll just pause this really fast. See people later. Goodbye. We're back, guys. Hello. No outlet works, so that's a good time. Oh, well, we got 12%, so we're gonna, live life a little dangerously for a second.
As we like to do.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna pause this really quick. Okay, we saved it. So yeah, dangerously, not too dangerously. We're back.
Yep.
12%, making it happen for all our kids back home.
We're looking out for y'all.
We're looking out for y'all, especially your kids, who will one day grow up to be into pudding.
Or men's feet.
Or men's feet, but probably not as much as pudding, though.
Yeah.
Because, as you know, there's got to be more people into pudding than men's feet. What kind of sociopath looks at those dirty digits and is like,
Just
oh,
like,
yeah.
ah, yes.
Ah.
That there is.
That's a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I came here for.
That is, in more ways than one, what you came here for.
Ah.
So yeah, Rashomon's good movie,
Yeah.
and I think that's the only one I've seen of his, but that was extremely good. I've got to see Seven Samurai, but that one's like, it's like his masterpiece, but it's also really long. So
Really long, as in like.
like it's split up into two-hour chunks, I think.
So it's like Gone with the Wind.
I guess. How long's that one?
I think it's 2 2-hour chunks.
I guess, yeah. In that case, exactly like Gone with the Wind.
I believe, anyways.
Yeah.
Have you not seen Gone with the Wind?
I haven't. Is that good? It didn't seem good.
I don't recall if it's good. I know that it's popular. It actually is 2 2-hour chunks. Nice.
Let's see where Seven Samurai's at. I remember seeing it on streaming platforms, and yeah, they just had it split up into 2 parts. Let's see, how long are you? Not to ask that question, but how long? All right, Wikipedia, come in for me. Music by production. Yeah, almost 207 minutes with an intermission.
Huh?
Well, it has an intermission, but yeah, 207 minutes. It's a long movie.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff going down.
That's the Seven Samurai?
Yeah, that's Seven Samurai. But it's supposed to be really good, so
I feel like I should start with Goodfellas.
yeah. Just go for movies that are longer than they need to be marathon.
What's among that list?
Well, definitely Gone with the Wind, I would say. I mean,
yes.
probably. Well, I haven't seen it, so I guess that's technically not fair, but
It's true.
I mean, probably. What movie about whatever they're talking about? I don't know what Gone with the Wind's even about.
It's like Civil War. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. 2 hours? 4 hours. 4 hours, and then I think Cleopatra is like 5 hours, or whatever that movie was.
5 hours?
5 hours of just nonsense, I guess.
Jeez Louise. I feel like they filmed and they're like, oh yes, we'll have an editor to whittle this down. and the editor was just like, nah.
No.
Nah.
Perfect just the way it is.
Dang.
Man, imagine being the editor. Imagine being the editor that you had to whittle it down to 5 hours.
Yeah. Imagine how much footage you had to have before then. Don't worry. After you've edited, it's 5 freaking hours. Jeez Louise.
I know, man. Imagine.
Should be a crime.
Probably should be. I don't know if you can make it good for 5 hours. I guess fair play to you, but
Boy,
who can make it good for 5 hours?
3 hours is pushing it for some really good movies.
Yeah, that is. It's a long time, but you can still get away with it. But
Yeah.
2 hours, that's a whole other movie you could have watched.
Yeah.
Man, makes me wonder. Speaking of Dune, actually, they're planned on Alejandro Jodorowsky. He's a director, and he's going to make an adaptation of Dune that eventually went to David Lynch, of course. And I guess his version of Dune was going to be 12 hours. Yeah.
Wait, for real?
For realsies.
The one that I handed it off.
Yeah.
What the frick?
Yeah, and he insisted too. It's like, no, it's 12 hours, and just nobody liked it. Nobody from like the studio wanted to hear, of course, any of it.
Yeah, no.
Because what theater is gonna like 12 hours of movie? Just So he made just an absurdly long cut, or he didn't film it, but I think he got into like writing it, and it's just like they're like, yeah, no, definitely not.
No, goodbye.
Yeah, you know that your studios, that your studios really had enough when they take their big blockbuster movie and hand it to David Lynch to direct.
I'm not a fan of David Lynch.
I love David Lynch, but he does not direct big blockbuster movies, man. He's
smaller.
Yeah, actually he's one of my favorite directors, David Lynch, but that's just not the type of movie he makes, which is probably why it failed miserably. Yeah, you got his stuff there. Like Eraserhead, Mulholland Drive. Well, the classic is Blue Velvet, what everybody seems to reference. Good stuff.
Oh, he did What Did Jack Do? It's
Oh
like
yeah,
a-
that short film. Yeah,
I never saw it, but
yeah, it's on Netflix, and it's only like 10 minutes long or something.
it's
So,
too much time for me.
too much time. 4 hours of Gone with the Wind.
Can
But-
do that.
yeah.
But 17 hours of a monkey and a man.
Well, it was 17 minutes.
17 minutes.
Or maybe
Yeah.
not even that. I don't know. I forget how long. It was like 10, 15, 20 minutes. Not that long.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he also directed that Duran Duran concert, too. But he just likes making things weird. Dune.
Can you imagine ever sitting through 12 hours of a film?
I could do it. I sat through Hamlet.
How long is Hamlet?
It's like 5 hours or something. It was like too much. Or maybe it wasn't.
Imagine acting for that.
Imagine act, yeah. Well, they did have like intermissions between acts, and of course, it's Shakespeare, so 5 acts, 5 breaks. So they had plenty. It might have even been longer than 5 hours, I guess.
Because of intermission?
Well, definitely because of intermission. But I mean, just them on stage, because I felt like they went for longer than an hour, just
Dang.
per act. But they did it all in one day, and I guess good on them. I guess. I mean, I don't know why you do that to yourself, but sure. I guess you're good actors.
Yeah, screw that. Do you like Shakespeare?
Oh, yeah, I like Shakespeare. Definitely better when it's acted out, because
Than reading it?
It's better to understand if it's acted out, man. Because I don't know. It's just when people say it, it makes sense. But you read it on a page. I mean, you've read Shakespeare. It makes zero sense if you just read it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's perhaps why I never really connected with it. I haven't yet seen it acted.
Yeah. Dang it. This is going to have to be the most abrupt ending to anything ever. We're at 1% right now, so I'm just going to hit the old pause. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, bye. End of the podcast. It's the end of the podcast. Check back in next time, and we